One day in history, someone asked God, give me a home where the buffalo roam, and thus God made McAlester. It has been a cold January for the McAlester Buffs and the Lady Buffs. It has been 3 weeks since McAlester basketball has last tasted victory, and the Lady Buffs have had to stay home the last 2 weeks with the cold weather moving their games. However, it's Friday night in the Heartland, and the rivals by the Red River have traveled 77 miles north to do battle with the Buffs. Can McAlester get back on the right track with a pair of rivalry wins tonight? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the McAlester Activity Center, a.k.a. The MAC in McAlester, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, along with Wyatt Hubbard, and you are tuned in to the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, and on the KNED app, as well as video streaming on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel, which we have Nate Brown covering on that side of things. You're going to hear from him momentarily here as well. Tonight we have the Durant Lady Lions and your McAlester Lady Buffaloes in this district matchup. Wyatt, it's been 2 weeks since McAlester has gotten to lace them up versus people other than themselves. Do you think that this time off is going to hurt McAlester in terms of trying to get acclimated back to the tough competition this district holds, or do you believe it has been good for the Lady Buffaloes to get a breather and kind of reset after 3 straight losses?
Well, I think it's good to kind of get a breather and clear your head. You know, they probably worked on some things in practice. Come on out here with a fresh, clear mind tonight and get down to business.
Nate, what do you think?
Well, I do think it was big for McAlester, not only to just get some rest, but to kind of heal up from that last game. We saw Tori Kilburn go down with a broken nose. Looks like she's going to be back tonight.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that momentarily. Again, she has not played since January 6th in the third quarter against Santa Fe. McAlester has played since then 2 full games without her. They have lost both of them, one against Will Rogers, the other one against Holland Hall, 45-42. Let's talk about that game against Holland Hall. It was a back-and-forth game against the Lady Dutch, where neither team led by more than 7 points. The two teams were nearly completely identical in every stat. It's the closest I've seen two teams in the stat category all throughout the line. The difference was at 3. I don't know what that was. Sorry, no one can hear that on the video stream or the radio, but there were some people that were kind of yelling over on the right side just out of the blue.
They had some, like, those plastic megaphones.
Gotcha. The difference was as minute as 3 free throws made by Holland Hall on 5 extra free throw attempts. Turnovers were completely the same. McAlester won the rebound battle by 1. Both teams were 33% from 3, and Holland Hall only shot 1% better. Some key players from that game, you had Katie Allen, big time, 22 points on 44% shooting. She had 3 clutch free throws to tie up the game. Unfortunately for the Lady Buffaloes, Holland Hall was able to win it with free throws of their own with 5 seconds left. She also had 5 rebounds, a steal, and a block to lead up to 22 points. Rylan Lesnow set a career high in her young career with 10 points on 5 of 9 shooting. And Bodie Nystrom had 3 blocks and 5 boards as well as a couple of steals in that game. We're going to take a break as McAlster's 8-7 on the year, led by 7th-year head coach Jared Owen. 88-70 is his record over 7 seasons. We're going to take a look at the Lady Lions and preview what their season's been like since McAlester last played them back in December. In just a moment, here on
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc., your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
Welcome back to the MAC. I'm Brandon Green along with Wyatt Hubbard. Here in the pregame show, we previewed your Lady Buffaloes. Now let's take a look at McAllister's opponent, the 7-8 Durant Lady Lions, led by head coach Will Robinson. Both teams very similar. Again, McAlester 8-7, Durant 7-8, and the last time these two teams played was a 44-40 McAlester win. Let's look at that game back in December. It was on December 5th. It was McAllister's third game of the year, Durant's second. McAlester won it again 44-40. Durant was in control the entire first half. The Lady Buffs trailed by as many as 10 points and 8 at halftime. However, McAlester outscored Durant 23-11 in the second half as Durant High School, they had their shot cooled down from 48% at halftime to 33% on the game. McAlester dominated the rebound battle 33-20, but Durant won the turnover battle, allowing for 10 more shot attempts than the Lady Buffaloes. McAlester was 10 of 8 from the free throw line. This was a huge stat. Durant only had one free throw attempt in that game, and they made it. Let's look at the Lady Lions and what they've done since that game. They're now 7-8 on the year. As we're looking at the 5A4 district standings, McAlester currently sits at 5th. They have dropped a couple of spots from 3rd down to 5th. Holland Hall and Will Rogers have jumped them. Both of those teams beat McAlester, but McAlester has a chance to beat both those teams later on in this season to get those wins back. So they are, again, still in control of their own destiny when it comes to getting themselves a better playoff position. McAlester is +9 in the points department, but 3-3, so that puts them at 5th. Durant at 6th at 2-5, -25 in the points department there. Looking at the Lady Lions, since the 44-40 loss to McAlester, they placed 3rd place in the Medill Winter Classic. They beat Class A number 2 Caddo 37-33. They were McAlester Tournament Consolation Champions, beating Muskogee 39-38, and they were 1-1 in Bridge Creek's Bobcat Classic. OSSAA rankings does not show a Saturday game. Looking at some other notable games, they lost to Holland Hall 44-38, so that was a close one, just like the Lady Buffaloes had. They beat Memorial 56-43 and lost to Coweta 41-27 in their last game back on Tuesday. Here's some interesting stats. They are 4-1 when scoring over 40 points. Their only loss was to Sapulpa, 69-41. But get this, they are 1-8 when they're giving up over 40 points. So if you score more than 40 points, you have a big chance of beating the Lady Lions. The only win that the Lady Lions have had when their opponents have scored over 40 was against Memorial when Durant had 56 points to Memorial's 43. Some players to look out for, starting off with Maya Dotson. She has 9.9 points per game, the senior on the team, one of the seniors on the team. And Ella Sorrells has 10.5 as a freshman, leading the team in that stat category. And Ayanna Wilson, watch out for her as well, another freshman, 6.4 points per game. So that is the top 3 scorers for the Lady Lions. Let's look at some players to watch for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes.
Players to watch for your McAlester Buffaloes tonight, Katie Allen. With Tori Kilburn out the past few games, she has stepped up big time in scoring for McAlester, including 22 versus Holland Hall the last time out. Although the Lady Buffs didn't win at those games, they aren't competitive if it wasn't for Katie. Now with her back in her own gym, I'm expecting her to have a big night tonight. Bodie Nystrom, she's been excellent for McAlester this season, but she didn't have the chance to play very many minutes against Durant in December. I'm excited to see what she can do with a bigger role tonight against the Lady Lions. And Rylan Lesnow, the freshman, found a way to score against a good Holland Hall defense a couple weeks back. I'm putting her in my player to watch due to her ability to drive and score. If she doesn't score, she can possibly get Durant into foul trouble. And also, you got to add Tori Kilburn in there. She's back tonight after that broken nose. And so I'm really interested to see what Tori does here tonight, because we all know what she's capable of whenever she gets it going.
Yes, so again, Wyatt breaking the news there. Tori Kilburn is back for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes for the first time since January 6th. She's going to be taking the floor now. She is masked up, and I'm already dubbing her the nickname Teenage Mutant Ninja Tori. So we'll see if she can live up to the nickname. Everyone's got to have a nickname when they have to put on a mask. What was it? Who was Batman? I forgot who that was.
Oh,
but someone in the NBA was Batman.
Was it Joel?
I think it might have been Joel Embiid was Batman, and then Dwayne Wade was somebody as well. So you have to have a nickname when you get the mask on, and I'm excited to see, like I said, what Tori Kilburn does in her first game back. People have been asking us, when is she going to be back? Haven't had an answer for you, and now we do. She is back tonight against their rivals by the Red River. Let's look at some keys to the game for McAlester.
Keys to the game include turnovers. They're going to be the biggest key for McAlester in this game. If they keep their turnovers to 15 or below, their chances of winning skyrocket. Durant has an incredible defense and enough speed to force turnovers and create fast break points. Don't give them that opportunity tonight. And the three ball is going to be a big deal. McAlester was ice cold from long distance against Durant back in December, and led to the Lady Lions having a 10-point lead at one point. Once McAlester heated up from three, the deficit was erased. Lady Buffs won by 4. And stay out of foul trouble. It's an obvious key to any game, but Durant is going to want to apply pressure throughout the game tonight, and that can lead to aggressive basketball, which can lead to fouls. Protect your depth by staying out of the foul column tonight.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll have starting lineups, our national anthem, and tip-off coming up in just a moment here on KNED.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder. It's a hard choice. This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Welcome back to the MAC. We're about to have McAlester Lady Buffs against the Durant Lady Lions. We're going to have a moment of silence first, and then we'll have our national anthem followed by that. So let's send things down to the floor as we speak.
Thank you. And now to honor America and brave women and men serving our country throughout the world, please join us in the playing of our national anthem.
All right, y'all ready to go?
Let's basketball, buddy.
All right, so we have, again, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes back in action for the first time in 2 weeks, taking on the Durant Lady Lions. Last time that McAlester played was in Holland Hall, again, won on a heartbreaker 45-42. McAlester Lady Buffaloes trying to be the first McAlester team to win since January 5th. We'll see if they can do it. Starting off with the starting lineups for the Lady Lions.
Diana Wilson. Number 2, Left Fingers. Number 3, Kella Sorrow. Number 13, Leah Dodson. And 22, Avery Morris. Here in the starting lineup for your McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Number 5, Riley Lesnow. Number 15, Tori Wilbur. 21 is Madison Vandorf. 23, Katie Allen. Number 42, Cody Nystrom.
So those are starting lineups. If you're watching on video stream, or if you know what's going on, but if you're listening on radio, someone was frantically turning on and off the lights to be able to make like the
Nosferatu.
Yes, Nosferatu is turning on and off the lights. If any SpongeBob fans out there, but I like that though. Adds a little bit to the scenery. It's like if you've ever gone to a big time football game and they have the LED lights and it flashes on and off. I love that. So the McAlester Lady Buffaloes wearing their home white-on-white uniforms with the black numerals on the front and back. Black McAlester across the front. And for the Durant Lady Lions, their red-on-red uniforms with the white Durant on the front with white numerals on the front and back. McAlester will be moving the ball left to right on your radio dial. The Durant Lady Lions right to left. McAlester trying to break this 3-game losing stretch. We'll see if they can do it tonight against one of their rivals by the Red River. So Tori Kilburn back into the starting lineup. Her first game since January 6th in the third quarter against Santa Fe when she broke her nose. She is wearing the mask tonight. She is inside the circle with number 22, Emery Morse. Ball's up in the air. Tip is won by McAlester, and it's basketball time in the Heartland. Van Dorby's got the ball, angle right. She'll pass it to the near corner over to Kilburn. Kilburn tries going baseline, back pedals. Cross-court pass to the far corner. Spot up 3 by Allen. Paint it gold! That's how you get this one started. Katie Allen hits from the far corner, and the Lady Buffaloes with an early 3-0 lead. Katie Allen, 44% from 3 this year, as Lesnow nearly had a steal. Durant beats the press and gets into the corner. 3-0 our score, 30 seconds in to tie it up straight away. 3 is made by Maya Dotson, 5'7" senior, averaging just around 10 points a game. And we trade blows there to make it 3-3. Near corner, Lesnow bounce passes over to Nystrom. Nystrom gives a high post over to Kilburn. Kilburn up for 2. Tori Kilburn, welcome back. She has her first 2 points. In the last few weeks, 5-3 Lady Buffaloes lead. McAlester will continue to up the pressure here. And once again, the Lady Lions beat the press and get to the far corner with one pass over into the corner to Emery Morris. And there's some miscommunication here between the Lady Lions as trying to pass it out to the left wing was Ayanna Wilson, and no one was there. So turnover by Durant. 5-3, McAllister's on top by 2. Van Dorby gives it near corner to Kilburn. Kilburn, one dribble. Overhead pass, gives it to the edge of the circle, back over to Van Dorby. Van Dorby dribbling right, swing pass to the top of the key. Lesnow on the drive. Lesnow, good move into traffic. She can't get the roll, though. Offensive board? Maybe? No. We'll have a tie ball, and it'll go to Durant. Tori Kilburn nearly got in there and was able to hold on to it to give the Lady Buffaloes a second chance at a shot there, but Lady Lions in the possession with a tie ball. 6:35 left in the first. 5-3. McAlester is on top of Durant right now, just a minute and a half in. Left wing working around the arc is Lefevers. Lefevers high dribble guarded up against Lesnow. Near corner. Last lady to hit a 3. Has the ball right now at the left wing. That is Maya Dotson. She gets to the top of the key to Wilson. Wilson picks up her dribble. Can't find anyone inside. McAlester working with the man-to-man defense right now. Dribbling right side, Sorrells. Outside right wing 3 is too strong. Good box out and rebound by Bodie Nystrom. She Shovel passes ahead for Van Dorby. Van Dorby gets into the corner over to Lesnow. Lesnow throws into a double-teamed Kilburn. Lesnow gets it back in the paint, fading away. Can't make the shot, though. Fighting for her own rebound again. She'll get it as the Lady Buffaloes have a tie ball here with Durant's number 1, Ayanna Wilson, and McAlester has the possession arrow. Good hustle plays there by Rylan Lesnow to give McAlester a couple of more chances here. Van Dorby will inbound it along the baseline. There's the whistle. Van Dorby finds Kilburn, right wing. Kilburn on the drive, stopping right elbow, back outside near corner Van Dorby. Van Dorby on the drive, left-handed hook shot, can't get it. And there'll be a rebound here by Durant, and Nystrom's probably lucky she was in charge of the foul there, as a good box out by Ella Searles was able to change the possession. Lady Buffalo still up by 2, 5-3, 5:36 left in the first. And McAllister's first game in a couple of weeks. Near corner. Quick pass back out to the top of the key. We'll see if McAlester has any rust or if they're just excited to play. So far, it looks like they've answered the call. Right elbow, cross-court pass to the left wing. Very good defense so far for the Lady Buffaloes. Bounce pass back outside. Far corner 2 for the tie is too strong. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It will go to the Lady Buffaloes. After the missed shot, 5-3, McAlester on top. Durant showing a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. McAlester will beat that pressure as Van Dorby passes out to the far corner. Wide open, Katie Allen for 3. That one is no good. We have an off-ball foul. The 3 is never going to count. The whistle was blown before.
Foul's going to be on Lesnow.
Yeah, the foul was before the ball hit the iron. So off-ball foul on Rylan Lesnow underneath the basket. It is 5-3. Lady Buffalo still on top of the Lady Lions, but it's been a defensive battle the last few possessions. Rylan Lesnow with the steal. Good read. The freshman weaving through traffic, goes towards. Good bounce pass to the left block. Finds Katie Allen wide open. And it's a 7-3 game. Rylan Lesnow makes up for the foul with a great steal and leads to an assist. Near corner, taking it on a short hop into the corner is Lefevre. She swings it out to the top of the key. Spot up 3 by Dotson is a little bit off, but an offensive board as it bounces all the way out beyond the perimeter. Ayanna Wilson grabs it back over to Dotson straight away. She'll take another 3. This one's off again, rebounded by Allen. Allen in the backcourt, passing head over to Lesnow, a little bit too high. Lesnow, though, retrieves it in the corner, passes the angle right over to Kilburn. Kilburn on the drive, getting it back out near corner. Bounce pass baseline, another bounce pass inside, outside, left wing 3 by Allen. A little bit off. Now it's going to go along the baseline. Nystrom tries to save it. It will be on the floor. Bodie Nystrom with the board as she saves it, getting it to Tori Kilburn. Kilburn got on the floor, was able to get it out to Van Dorpy. Cross-court pass far corner. Lesnow back to the other side, near corner over to Kilburn. She pulls up from inside the three-point line, can't get her shot to go. And finally, the McAlester possession ends there as we're halfway through the first quarter. Lady Buffaloes up 7-3. On the drive, Wilson, good move towards the basket, high off the glass to the bottom of the bucket. And the Lady Lions pull back within 2 at 7-5. Lobbing out far corner, Allen. Lobbing over to the low post, up for 2. Making it is Bodie Nystrom. McAlester answers back quickly, makes it 9-5.
Bodie Nystrom's got her first 2 on the night now.
Already a much better start to this game than the Lady Buffaloes had to the last one. Here's a steal. Van Dorpy, after the poke a ball by Katie Allen, tries to give it back to Katie, and it's stolen by Dotson. Bounce pass over into the corner. It almost sails out of bounds. It'll be saved there by Lefevre's. Wilson with the last bucket for the Lady Lions on the drive, stopping, broke her own ankles, goes after the ball. It'll be rolled out towards the top of the key. Kilburn jumps on it. She's got the steal. And head over to Lesnow. Lesnow on the drive, goes up for 2, and there'll be an offensive foul called. And that's going to be Lesnow's second. And I understand that I don't think Coach Owen agrees with the call here, but I can see where it's coming from, because even though the feet weren't set, you can't extend the elbow like that on the drive, because they're going to call that every time. That's what we saw from here. At least that's, I mean, you guys can chime in. I think that's an easy call there for offensive foul. So they'll give the ball back over to the Lady Lions. McAllister's press has been working so far. They've been able to create a few steals and turnovers for Durant. As they pass it inside, somehow it gets tipped over to a Lady Lion in the low post, but they miss the shot, and it's rebounded by Bodie Nystrom, who fought for that one. Passing ahead over to Van Dorpy, stopping near corner, now on the drive, goes up for a tough 2, looked like she was fouled, no call. Offensive rebound by Van Dorpy, far corner 3, Allen, a little bit short. Offensive board, Van Dorpy, quick baseline jumper. That one is in and out and back in. And the Lady Buffaloes lead 11-5. We just kept on going from corner to corner. 2:24 left in the first. It is Lady Buffaloes 11, and there's a turnover by the Lady Lions, who have 5. It's a 6-point Lady Buffalo lead. And could you tell that these girls miss playing?
Oh, just a little bit.
Riley forehand checks in for Rylan Lesnow. 6-point Lady Buffalo lead, 2:19 left in the first. And the good thing for McAlester, it's weird saying this, their shot's not falling yet. Left wing 3, Kilburn back irons it. Offensive rebound, Bodie Nystrom inside the paint, banks it in from just in front of the free throw line. It is 13-5. Their shot really has been falling like it could be. It could be worse than the Lady Lions right now, but McAllister's shot has not been all there. Now it could be, and we'll see if that transpires and correlates throughout the game. Driving, stopping at high post, back outside left wing over to Grover. Grover feeding it now outside the perimeter as the Lady Buffaloes have an 8-point lead. Dribbling inside the 3-point line, back outside, stopping far corner. 1:41 left in the first. Popping back out right front court over to Dotson. Dotson, left front court, feeding into the corner. Over to Grover. Grover bounce passing to the baseline. Lobbing it back out between the rings over to Wilson. Wilson feeds it right wing to Dotson. Cross court to the left wing. Over to Grover. Quick ball movement here. McAllister sticking with that man-to-man defense. It's been working for him. It's limited Durant to just 5 points and not a lot of open shots. Straight away on the drive. Sorrells gives that to the right wing. Dotson behind the back. Good defense by Allen out to the far corner. Driving baseline. Up for two. It's too strong. Airballed. Rebounded by Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy stopping. And they're going to say that she traveled in the backcourt. Coach Owen again doesn't agree with that call. I don't know if he thought that she never moved her back foot and she was just moving with the left one, or if she was fouled first. But in the end, it is a turnover. And Avery Alberson will check in for Maddie Van Dorpy. And she gets a big high five from Coach Owen. 63 seconds left in the first. It is 13-5. McAlester is on top by 8. That was McAllister's third foul. Excuse me, they have 2 fouls. That was a turnover on the last one. Durant has not committed a foul just yet. Out to the right wing. Stopping. Passing to Wilson. Wilson left wing. Feeding it over to the corner. Over to Dotson. Dotson one dribble back between the rings. Back to the left wing. Sorrell stops left elbow. 38 seconds left in the first. Far corner 3 is up, and that one's almost banked in as we had 2 Lady Buffaloes go into each other. That led to Durant getting the offensive rebound. 2 is up by Wilson. That one is off. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Durant after the second missed shot. And the Lady Buffaloes will get the ball up by 8 with 28 seconds left in the first.
And Durant now just 2 of 10 from the field. That's good for 20%. McAllister 6 of 14. That's good for 43%.
Forehand, try throwing it cross court. It's going to be stolen by Wilson with 20 seconds left in the first. So Durant with the basketball, down by 8. We've had 3 points by Maya Dotson, 2 by Ayanna Wilson. And they have a chance to pull the deficit a little bit closer before the end of the quarter. Wilson passing, right front court, back to the left wing. Wide open 3 if they want to take it. They don't. To the right wing, it'll be another 3-pointer. This one's off. Rebounded by Kilburn. 4 seconds left. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Nystrom right wing 3 at the buzzer. Got it! Bodie Nystrom from the right wing is mobbed by her teammates as she hits a right wing 3 in the final second of the first quarter. That is how you put an exclamation point on the first. McAlester leading by double digits, 15-5. We'll come back with the second quarter here on.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
Bodie Nystrom hits her first 3-pointer, I believe, of her career in varsity basketball on a buzzer-beating right wing 3. They have the score now at McAlester 16, the Lady Lions 5. Is that what you have?
Yes, and with that 3, Bodie Nystrom now has 7 points already.
So again, 16-5, the Lady Buffaloes are on top right now. McAlester on the floor, Katie Allen, Maddie Van Dorpy, Bodie Nystrom, who just hit that 3 that we mentioned, Avery Alverson, and Tori Kilburn. McAlester has 2 fouls as they're both on Rylan Les now, not starting the second quarter. Lady Lions played clean in the first quarter, no fouls on them, so they're in good shape. High post, nearly a steal by Nystrom, but she knocks it out of bounds over into the Durant cheerleaders. So it is 16-5, Lady Buffaloes lead the Lady Lions, 15 seconds into quarter number 2. Trying to keep up with this hot start that they've had. Looking to inbound is Wilson. Wilson feeds it out over to Dotson, right front court. Dotson throws it over towards the far sideline, nearly stepping out of bounds with the Fevers. She cross-court passes it to the left wing to Freeman. Freeman to the far corner, three-pointer up, and that one is short. Rebounding it is Katie Allen. Lady Buffaloes moving the other way. Alverson, good move. Inside the three-point line, takes a 2. This one's back ironed. Good offensive rebound, and that is Tori Kilburn making it. They make it 18-5. Lady Buffaloes on top by 13 as they're going on a major scoring run right now. I believe that they're in the middle of an 11-0 scoring run. Far corner, trying to break it. Cross-court pass near corner. Spot up 3 is up, and that one's off. Rebounded by Kilburn. Kilburn bounce passes ahead over to Allen. Allen feeds it back over to Kilburn. Kilburn back out to Allen. Near corner, 3 is in the air. Paint it cold. The Lady Buffaloes, 14-0 run, lead 21-5. 6:56 left in the first half here on K.
The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Welcome back to the MAC. McAlester in the middle of a 14-0 run right now, lead 21-5 over the Durant Lady Lions. It has been Katie Allen continuing to play excellent. She had 22 points last time out 2 weeks ago. No rust for her. She's averaging 13.3 points per game, and she pokes the ball loose for a steal for Rylan Lesnow, who drives towards the rim, and she is fouled on the shot. Lesnow will go to the free throw line. Lesnow will get the steal, but you can thank Katie Allen, who poked the ball loose. By the way, Allen has 8 points, and Lesnow, I believe, trying to get on the board for the first time today, who is averaging just under 3 a game and is coming off of a career-high 10 points against Holland Hall. She misses the first free throw, though, off the back iron, shooting 40% from the charity stripe coming into today. 21-5, 16-point lead for McAlester.
But Katie Allen picking up right where she left off against Holland Hall, already with 8.
And we've got some, what is it? Yeah, it looks like Maya Dotson has some blood on her right knee, and someone's got to check in for her for a little while. It's Sydney Grover. So Grover will check in for Dotson as Dotson is going to get doctored up here. Second free throw coming up here for Kilburn. In the air. That one's no, excuse me, not Kilburn, for Lesnow. Misses the free throw, and it's going to be rebounded by the Lady Lions as McAlester goes 0 of 2 that time. Left wing, Grover hands the ball off to Wilson. Last time that McAlester played, Grover could not miss from 3, so they got to keep an eye on her whenever she's open beyond the three-point line. She's already taken a few shots today. This one's in the air, and that one's short, though. It'll be last touched by the shooter as it rolls out of bounds into the abyss. Somewhere deep beyond the realms of our vision into the corner over there.
The Buffaloes doing a great job at keeping Durant's three-point shot at bay today. Only 1 of 9 from 3.
Kilburn inbounds it, who was tasked to go get that ball, by the way. 21-5, McAlester leads. 6:20 left in the half. Cross-court pass near corner. Allen wide open again. This one's rimmed out, though. Ball's going to get tipped out of bounds. It'll stay. Nope, it's going to go to Durant. $6:15 left in the first half, 21-5. McAlester scoring has slowed down a little bit here. Driving in, stopping inside the paint, feeding it back outside, tipped out of bounds by Lesnow. She's been all over the place. So 6:07 left in quarter number 2. McAlester has only made a couple of substitutions today. Alberson does check in. Van Dorpy, Kilburn, Alberson, Allen, and Lesnow on the floor. Pass right front court, back to the edge of the circle, over to Wilson. Wilson bounce passes it straight to Alberson with the steal. Throwing ahead for Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy behind the back. Falls on her, trips on her own shoelaces, but it's retrieved by Kilburn. Far corner 3 now by Allen is missed. Offensive board by Alberson. Bounce passes it in, back outside to Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy just inside the 3-point line, takes the 2 and misses. Rebounded here by Sydney Grover. 5:37 left in the half. Feeding it baseline. Good move towards the basket. Up for 2 and making it is number 22, Emery Morris. And that ends a 14-0 run by McAlester, but they still lead by 14.
Yeah, this Black Death defense hasn't given Durant a lot of open looks. They're only 3 of 15 from the field.
Lesnow, tough 2 from the baseline after drawing contact. Makes it 23-7. They get those 2 points right back that Durant's been fighting hard to get. 5:11 left in the second quarter. Wide open near corner 3 is good. You can't leave her open. That open. Sydney Grover. I told you she could hardly miss last time, and when she starts to get her stride, she doesn't miss a whole lot. No look pass to the near corner. Back outside right wing. Van Dorpy for 3. Can't get it back. Ball's loose. Offensive board. Katie Allen free throw line jumper. That one's in and out. Good box out by a couple of Lady Lions. Leads to a rebound by Ella Sorrells. 4:45 left in the half. 13-point McAlester advantage. Good drive towards the basket. 2 is up. Good defense by Lesnow. Offensive board by Dotson. Throws up a wild shot. Misses it. And it'll be a foul on Tori Kilburn in the low post, who went up for a block and couldn't get the ball. Just hit the arm of Ella Sorrells. So she will go to the free throw line. Sorrells is the leading points getter for the Lady Lions at 10.5 points a game. First shot is missed, though, by Sorrells off the right rim. Nystrom checks in for Van Dorpy.
And for Durant, number 23, and Brianna Freeman.
4:37 left in the second quarter. Second shot, 1 of 2 from the line, goes Ella Sorrells. And it's 23-11. Now Durant has officially taken more free throws in this game than they did against McAlester back in December when they only had 1 free throw attempt. Bounce pass went through the legs of Bodie Nystrom. And that's another turnover here for the Lady Buffaloes. So now it's Durant that it's a mini run, but it's still a run. They're on like I believe a 5-0 run currently, 23-11. 4:18 left in the half. Far corner, spot up 3 is up and good. I told you, Sydney Grover, you can't let her get hot, and all of a sudden it is a 9-point game. 7-0 run here by the Lady Lions. Excuse me, make that 8-0. We just had 5 just a minute ago. Left wing, Allen passes high post to Kilburn. Back door for Bodie Nystrom, and she scores off the left block. Lady Buffaloes go back up by 11 now.
Bodie Nystrom, a perfect 4 of 4, has 9 points.
That's a quiet 9 points, too. She has more points, I believe, than Katie Allen, as Tori Kilburn nearly with the steal along the corner. You know, it's like we said, it's been 2 weeks since McAlester has last played a basketball game. It's been 3 weeks for Tori Kilburn. So she
you know she was ready to get back.
She was ready to get back. The Lady Lions have done a good job of keeping her off the scores book for a little while today. She's had some points, but she has not lit up the scoreboard like she's done against so many teams this year. Pass out to the far, right wing, to the left wing to Dotson. Dotson behind the back, big 3, got it. What a move on Tori Kilburn. Maya Dotson, have mercy. And it's 25-17. 8-point game, and they throw this one straight over to Dotson. Alberson, the only one that can force the missed shot, and she does, but it's going to be cleaned up and made off the right block here by Sydney Grover. And you blink, and it's a 6-point game. 3:09 left in the first half. Lady Buffaloes lead 25-19. We'll take a break here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester, and let us make it happen for you.
25-19. McAlester was winning this game at one point, 21-5, and the Lions, who only scored 5 points the entire first quarter, have scored 14 here in the last 5 minutes. So they have figured out something to combat McAllister's defense. It's been McAllister turnovers that have led to a lot of Lady Lions points here. It's a 6-point game, but the Lady Lions have the momentum and are starting to hit their threes. Far corner, Lesnow got away with the travel, drives in, goes up for 2 and scores. But yeah, she got away with the travel there, and it makes it now a 27-19. McAllister ends the run, and they'll take what they can get there. Driving in, stopping just inside the three-point line, passing back out over to Wilson. 2:43 left in the half, back out near corner. Straight away, around the world to the right wing. Sorrells, dribbling in, dribbling out. Good poke loose by Alberson. It'll be last touched by number 3. 8-point McAllister lead. 2:35 left in the first half. Also, a lot more scoring in this half than we had the entire first game, it felt like. Top of the key three by Grover is missed. Rebounded by Kilburn as she flies in for it. Throws it ahead over for Allen. Allen on the drive. Bounce pass over to Lesnow. Low post for 2. Ryland Lesnow gives Lady Buffaloes a 10-point lead as it's a quick 4 points out of the timeout. 29-19.
Now has 6.
2:09 left in the half. Right wing, Dotson. Step back. Pass it off to the right wing. Grover dribbles inside the three-point line. Goes up for a right elbow 2 that rims out. Good rebound by Kilburn. Kilburn throwing it ahead for Allen. Right on the money. Allen, reverse layup. Got it. 31-19. McAllister have scored the last 6 in a row. Just like the Lady Lions, when McAllister gets on a roll, it just seems like they score in bunches like it's Costco. In bulk. Points in bulk. 1:40 left to go in the first half. Top of the key, passing left wing over to Wilson. Wilson thought about the 3. She looked really good in warm-ups from beyond the arc, so don't be surprised if she takes some today. Driving in, back outside, right wing. On the drive, floater up from inside the paint, got it. Sydney Grover did not get the start today, but she has 10 points now. 10 points for the Lady Lions. It's now 31-21. Right wing, Kilburn, bounce pass near corner over to Lesnow. Bounce pass, now inside, back over to Lesnow, and she scores again! Lesnow has been filling it here in the second quarter, and now it's a 12-point lead once again for the Lady Buffaloes with 1:03 left in the half. Dotson with the ball. Dotson feeds to Grover, right wing. Into the corner over to Wilson. Wilson passes it low to the top of the key, swinging it around over to Sorrells. Sorrells guarded up by fellow number 3, Avery Alberson. Swinging it back to the top of the key, back to the left wing. Grover will take those long-distance threes. So, again, McAllister might have to guard her from outside the perimeter even further. Left wing, Sorrells backpedals it up, 34 seconds left, as Alberson nearly forced a turnover to the near corner. Over to Morris. Long pass to the right wing, 26 seconds. Backpedaling Dotson. Feeds it back left wing. A lot of ball movement here. And, again, Alberson has been all over the place, getting so close to some steals. And that one nearly led to a Tori Kilburn steal, as we have India Highshaw and Maddie Van Dorpy check in for Alberson and for Nystrom with 18 seconds left in the half. 12-point Lady Buffalo advantage. They'll lob it out. Katie Allen knocks it loose. Katie Allen fighting for the ball. It'll roll out of bounds and stay with McAllister. That's a hustle play there by Katie Allen, forcing that turnover. Great play, reading the ball first off in the pass, and then leading McAllister getting the ball here with 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Allen inbounds to Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy, one dribble, left wing to Lesnow. 10 seconds, far corner to Van Dorpy. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Van Dorpy lost it, gathers it back, double team, the high post, Kilburn. Spin move in the paint. Teenage Mutant Ninja Tori scores again. 35-21 as the Lady Buffaloes essentially have 2 buzzer beaters in quarter 1 and quarter number 2, and they lead 35-21 to end the first break. And we'll come back with some halftime stats in just a moment. Again, 35-21, McAllister is up by 14. We'll take a break and recap.
Now open, Camp Inc., your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined, Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fittonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
No.
Is he in the way? At the break, it is 35-21. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes on top of the Durant Lady Lions. Again, 35-21 our score. During the break, we had a special halftime dedication, it looked like. To get receiving a plaque was in the Gowan family from the Bank N.A. Again, a proud sponsor of McAlester athletics. Any athletics that they've ever done, Bank N.A. has been proud to support the McAlester Buffs and Lady Buffs throughout all the sports, and they're also a proud sponsor over here from McAlester Radio, bringing you all these games. So they received a plaque for the numerous things that they've done for the McAlester athletic community and McAlester Public Schools. So cool to be able to recognize the McGowan family and Bank N.A. So now let's look at our halftime stats as the Lady Buffaloes lead by 14. It was a 16-point Lady Buffalo advantage. Durant brought it all the way back to a 10-point game, but then you blink and then McAlester brings it back to a 14-point lead. So let's see how we got here, starting off with some leading scores.
Well, Katie Allen leads in scoring at half. She has 10 points tonight on 4 of 9 shooting. That's good for 44%. Also 2 of 6 from 3. She also has 3 boards. Bodie Nystrom, a perfect 4 of 4, has 9 points tonight. She also has 4 boards. Rylan Les now has 8 points on the night on 4 of 6 shooting. That's good for 67%. She also has 1 offensive board and 2 steals.
And we also have the Palm team coming out here as well. So we'll continue on with our halftime stats, though. But I think on the video stream you'll be able to – hey, can you turn off that halftime thing right there? You can at least watch them here on the video stream.
All right, Tori Kilburn. She has 6 points so far at the half on 60% shooting. She also has 5 boards and 1 steal. Maddie Van Dorpy has 2 points tonight on 20% shooting and also has 3 boards, and that's going to round out your scoring.
It sounds like we're trying to talk at the club, and the DJ's bumping some good tunes. Hey, let's look at some team stats now.
McAlester Lady Buffaloes, 16 of 30 from the field. That is good for 53%. Durant Lady Lions, 8 of 25. That's good for 32%.
You remember when I said that the Lady Buffalo shot wasn't falling at the time? It started at a fall, and you saw how quickly they got out to a double-digit lead.
Also for McAlester, 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. That's good for 33%. Durant is 4 of 13. That's good for 31%. McAlester 0 of 2 from the charity stripe. Durant just 1 of 2. That's good for 50%. Looking at rebounds, McAlester has 8 offensive boards and 9 defensive boards. That's good for 17 boards overall. Durant has 4 offensive boards, 6 defensive boards. That's good for 10 boards. Looking at steals and turnovers, looks like McAlester has 5 steals. They forced 8 Durant turnovers, and Durant has 3 steals. They forced 7 McAlester turnovers. And that's going to matter scoring.
You're definitely the dude over at the bar that's like, hey, I know this brilliant mathematic equation that's going to change the course of history. And it's like, I'm just here to dance, bro. Anyway, speaking about some of those stats, I don't know how well people can hear it, but obviously, amazing performance here by the McAlester Palm. I don't care what anyone says, best in the biz. Everything from McAlester is the best in the biz. But McAlester Palm definitely on that list as well. What does McAlester need to do in the second half to continue to expand their lead and come away with the win?
Well, really, what started to get Durant kind of back into this game is whenever they started to hit from 3. They made 3 of their 3-pointers there in that second quarter. Just guard the perimeter.
It was hilarious watching you try to talk during that. Anyway, I agree. I think it's going to come down to the 3-ball. I think that if you're going to do anything else, again, you don't have to really make all your threes. You need to prevent them from getting hot from 3, like you said, but also the Lady Buffaloes need to cut down turnovers. When they got the 16-point lead, it led to them when it got back down to a 6-point lead for McAlester, 16 down to a 6. What was McAlester doing? They were turning the ball over a whole lot. So and then when they stopped turning the ball over, they started scoring again. I mean, they're at 53% from the field. I think they would be leading by a lot more if they didn't turn the ball over by that middle of the second quarter stretch. So. Again, another key stat. Again, only one team has ever lost to Durant
this year.
Not ever. Only one team has lost to Durant this year, scoring over 40 points, and that was Memorial in a 56-43 game. So Buffaloes are looking good right now. We'll see if they can continue to do so as we make our way throughout the rest of this game. 35-21, Lady Buffaloes lead by 14. When we come back, we're going to be taking a look at our second half. Third quarter coming up here on K.
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester. The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc. Your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined, Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
Welcome back to the third quarter here at the MAC. 35-21 is really welcome to the third quarter, as we have not started it yet, but we're about to. Neither team got to warm up. We had a lot of stuff happen at halftime between the first half and the second half. McAlester is leading by 14, though. 35-21 is the score. On the floor for McAlester, Tori Kilburn. We have Maddie Van Dorby, Katie Allen, Rylan Lesnow, and Bodie Nystrom. McAlester has hit 2 buzzer beaters already in this game. A right wing 3 by Bodie Nystrom at the end of the first quarter and a Tori Kilburn 2 at the end of the first half. So McAlester had the ball, trying to expand on a 10-0 run right now, leading by 14 to the top of the key. Overhead pass near corner over to Allen. Allen lost the ball as it was knocked out of bounds by Ella Sorrells. 12 seconds into the third quarter. As this will be a side out. Allen gives it head over to Van Dorby. Van Dorby dribbles, lobs it back out near corner. Quick pass to the left wing. Kilburn feeds the high post to Lesnow. One dribble, has her shot blocked, and it's going to be taken and swiped back by Lesnow, stolen by Allen. Allen to head over to Lesnow. Lesnow pulling up from inside the paint, leaves it short. Rebounded here by the Lady Lions. And Allen's got another steal under to the basket. She can't get her shot to go. Offensive rebound by Tori Kilburn. And now the Lady Buffaloes score. You can thank Katie Allen with 2 steals there leading to that. What a gamer tonight. She's the team leader in points right now with 10. And she had 2 steals in that possession alone. Top of the key. Passing left wing. 7:07 left in the third. 16-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes, tied for their largest of the game. With it is Morris between the rings, feeds it to the left wing over to Wilson. Wilson to the top of the key over to Lefevers. Lefevers right wing to Dotson. Dotson guarded up with a hand in her face by Kilburn. Cross-court pass left wing over to Wilson. Wilson trying to drive on Allen. In the paint, tough 2, good defense, Allen. Airballed shot, rebounded by Lesnow. Throws the head over to Kilburn. Kilburn 2-on-2. Drives towards the rim. This is going to be an offense. No, it's not! Count it, and 1! Tori Kilburn. She shoots, she scores right this way, Miss Kilburn to the charity stripe. I'm surprised they called that one an and 1. It looked like she lowered her shoulder, but I guess they said that the Lady Lion that was charged with the foul, number 15, Zoe Lee, did not have her feet set. That's the only thing that I can think of there. But Kilburn can't get the free throw, though, but the Lady Buffaloes will take the 2 points off the made shot, 39-21. It's an 18-point McAlester advantage. Quick pass to the near corner. Cross-court pass almost stolen by Van Dorby, just over her fingertips to the top of the key. Dotson 3 is short, rebounded by Kilburn. Good box out by Lesnow, leading to Kilburn able to crash the glass. Far corner, Van Dorby looks inside. Defended well to the high post. Kilburn bounce pass back over to Nystrom, back out to Nystrom. Top of the key, and she throws it straight to Ella Sorrells. Sorrells wait for her offense as it was good transition D by the Lady Buffaloes, and just kind of a
I think she dribbled it off her foot.
Yeah, she just dribbled it off her foot, and it rolled to the other side of the half-court line for a turnover on Durant. That will lead to a timeout by Durant. 39-21, McAlester leads by 18, 6:06 left in the third here on KNE.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
Back to action 2 minutes into the third quarter. Lady Buffaloes leading 39-21 right now, I believe in the middle of a 14-0 run. Going back to the second quarter, driving in as Van Dorpy airballs the shot. Les now saves it near the baseline, but it's stripped and stolen here by a Lady Lion, Maya Dotson. Bounce pass out to the corner. Swinging it back over to the left front court. 5:40 left in the third. Lady Buffaloes up by 18. Top of the key. Throwing left wing. Quick three. Dotson back irons it. Fight for the rebound. It is Van Dorpy that gathers it along the baseline and throws the head over to Allen. Allen to Kilburn on the drive. Euro step right around a lady. Once again, TMNT makes it now a 20-point game, 41-21. I hope that nickname sticks. It's perfect. Come on, Teenage Mutant Ninja Tori.
Just like that, Tori with 12.
5:13 left in the third. Bounce pass over to Tori Kilburn. She's got another steal. She'll try to score again in the paint. Bounce pass throws it to no one, though. Oh, it's going to be tipped by the Lady Lions as she was trying to get out to the corner. That's what they say. It's going to stay with the Lady Buffaloes here. 5:06 left in the third. Van Dorpy will inbound along the baseline in front of the Durant cheerleaders. Van Dorpy standing in between the M and the C on the McAlester script along the baseline. Inbounds it to Allen, near corner to Kilburn. Back to Allen. Right wing on the drive. Les now will have her shot blocked and rebounded by Emery Morris. 4:53 left in the third. Right wing to Wilson. Wilson feeding into the corner. Over to Lefevers. Lefevers quick pass out between the rings. Swinging it around far corner. Had the three they wanted to take it. Did not take it. With the ball was number 22, Emery Morris. And they tried to work it back around the arc, but no one was in the corner on a pass from Kennedy Lefevers. And it's another turnover by the Lady Lions, who took really good care of the ball last time out against McAlester. They only had 14 turnovers. We're going to get a total on that for you a little bit later, what they have right now. But it's been, I believe, either close to 14 already or past that, as trying to drive in and traveling is less now inside the paint. Lady Lions, they have had stretches where they've scored in bunches. They scored 14 quick points in about 4 minutes in the second quarter on McAlester. They only scored 5 total points in the first quarter. They have yet to score in the third. McAlester trying to keep it that way as we have some substitutions coming in. I'll get to that in a minute. Down the low post, Bodie Nystrom came into the game. There's going to be a bounce pass into the paint. Ella Sorrells now breaks that McAlester run, and it makes it 41-23. Allen, baseline, is hacked along the baseline, and she'll get 2 free throws coming up here as she was pushed into the black over there.
By the way, Durant with 10 turnovers, McAlester with 13.
So McAlester still is losing the turnover battle, but they've already forced 10 Durant turnovers when they were only able to muster 14 in 4 quarters last time up. We're just about halfway through the third quarter here. And Allen misses a rare free throw. Allen is 87% from the charity stripe on the season. Tori Kilburn gets her first break of the night. Rylan Lesnow comes out. India Highshaw and Avery Alberson checks in. Again, Allen 87% from the charity stripe, trying to go 1 of 2 here. And that one never looked good off the hand. That one's off the back iron. So when she misses 1, it's rare. When she misses 2, it's like it's a blue moon. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, every once in a blue moon.
Yeah. 4 minutes left in the third, 41-23. After Durant got the rebound and got to the right side of the half-court line, near corner Wilson, trying to drive on Allen. She's on her like a gnat around the arc to the far corner. Quick three by Dotson is up. That one's off. Offensive rebound and a blocked shot by Van Dorpy, rebounded by Allen. Durant's head coach, Will Robinson, wanted the foul. Right wing, Alberson. Swinging it back to the top of the key over to Allen. Allen dribbling around the wing. Gets it now straight away. Back over to Allen, left wing. Allen cross-court pass over to Alberson. Right wing has the three if she wants to take it. Bounce pass to the top of the key instead. Van Dorpy on the drive. Back out near corner. Allen for three. Little short. Offensive rebound. Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy tries to feed it in over to Bodie Nystrom. Is tipped on her way there. Nystrom keeps it alive. She gets it to Highshaw. Back outside. Cross-court pass left wing. Look inside from Alberson's going to be cut off and stolen by Sorrells. Sorrells down the floor. Passing head on a bounce over to Wilson. Wilson with a wild shot. Misses it. Offensive rebound. Put back is good and won by Ella Sorrells. And it's now 41-25, 16-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes, trying to complete the and one. Again, is the freshman Ella Sorrells. McAlester, that's their first foul of the third quarter. First one on Alderson. Lions have 2 fouls as making the free throw is Sorrells. And it's now 41-26. So 5 straight points by the Lady Lions. After we were answering each other back to back to back in the first quarter for the first 4 minutes, it's been a game of runs, and here's a steal here. McAlester turned the ball over once more, driving down the length of the floor and poking a ball out of bounds is Katie Allen on the drive by Sorrells. 2:47 left in the third. It's 41-26. And Kilburn will check back into the game. In for Alberson. Lefevers will inbound, baseline, right at the glass. Looks, lobs it out, almost stolen by Allen. Dotson feeds it back over to the quarter. Lobbing back out top of the key to Grover, who's hit a couple of threes today. Right wing to the near corner. Trying to drive is Dotson on Allen. Tough 2 in the paint. Got it. Dotson's played really well today. She's got 8 points, but all 8 have been hard fought points. And it's another 2-point basket here by the Lady Lions, who started to see their shot fall. Left wing, Allen. Looking around, no one's open. It's a 7-0 run right now for Durant after they hadn't scored for the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. Cross-court pass near corner to Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy on the drive, tries to feed it into Highshaw, who's triple-teamed. Tries to throw it back out to Nystrom, who's coming around the near corner, and it will be knocked out of bounds, staying with McAlester. Les now checks back into the game, in for Highshaw. I don't think anybody's in foul trouble for either team right now. I think Lesnow's the closest one at 2 fouls. Left wing, Allen for 3, short. Rebounded by, now it comes loose. Lesnow's on top of it. We're going to end up having a tie ball here, and it's going to go to Durant. Again, it has been a game of runs. One team goes cold right as the other team gets hot. As Riley forehand now comes in for Katie Allen. I believe that's her first break of the day. (41-28). Inbound to Wilson. As forehand will let her dribble across half-court line. Literally one-on-one here as McAlester sticking with the man-to-man defense. It's been working for the most part, but the Lady Lions have found 7 points in the last couple of minutes on it. Back out over to Wilson. Wilson stops, dribbles it back out, passing to the left wing on the drive. Tough 2 is up, hits the side of the backboard, rebounded by Van Dorpy. 90 seconds left in the third. Head over to Kilburn. Kilburn on the drive. Up for 2. Got it right over a Lady Lion, and it's 43-28. Lady Buffaloes break that 7-0 run, and now all of a sudden, Kilburn 14 points. Near corner, Wilson, good bounce pass inside. Back out over to Wilson. Around the arc to the left elbow. Driving, kicking, near corner. Sorrells, contested 2 off the right block, misses it. Kilburn with the board on the other side of the glass. Kilburn behind the back, feeds it ahead to the near corner. Forehand, cross-court pass and threw it between Kilburn and Van Dorpy straight over to the opposing media table. And Alberson will come in for forehand with 55 seconds left in the third. I'm telling you, when McAlester has not turned the ball over, they are a well-oiled machine and they're hard to beat. They are grooving right now, leading by 15, but have been bit by the turnover bug a little bit more here in the last few minutes of the third quarter, just like they did in the first few minutes of the second. That's where a majority of their turnovers come in those, I guess, like 5 or 6 minutes of basketball. Right wing, Freeman Dribbled in a little bit, gave it off over to Grove. 27 seconds left in the third. It's a 15-point McAlester advantage. Left wing Sorrells. Sorrells trying to drive on Van Dorpy. In the paint, back out over to Wilson, 17 seconds. Wilson left side of the lane, goes up with a tough two, can't get it to go. Kilburn's got the rebound. Does McAlester have a third consecutive buzzer beater here possibly? 9 seconds. Alberson passes high post. Inside over to Kilburn. Kilburn, tough two, is going to be fouled with 2.6 seconds left in the third. And free throws coming up here for Miss Tori Kilburn.
Foul 13, Maya Dotson.
It's going to be on Maya Dotson. That is her fourth. So, yes, she is in foul trouble. She's got now 4 fouls. Kilburn at the line this year, 71%. They get 18.2 points per game. Kilburn makes the first free throw. This is what McAllister's been without. 64% from the field, 18.2 a game, 12.8 rebounds a game, 1.5 blocks a game, and 1.2 steals per game. And they nearly won those 2 games that they lost against the top 4 teams in 5A4. Kilburn, second free throw, nothing but net, and Lady Buffaloes lead by 17 here. Here's just a end of the third quarter. Nothing going to happen here at the end of the third as we had a fight for the basketball along the far sideline. But the Lady Buffaloes lead by 17. With those 4s up in the air, Lady Buff fans, you're listening to McAlester basketball here on
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fittonnissan.com.
We're about to begin the fourth quarter. We got Nathan Luss now checking in, saying shout out to the Lady Buffs and Ryland, saying that's my girl. Lady Buffaloes are leading 45-28 right now, and I would be remiss if I did not mention this tonight. One of the officials, and it looks just like Brennan Mulligan, right?
Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Brennan Mulligan. If you've ever watched College Humor, then you know exactly who we're talking about. If you don't, look up Brennan Mulligan and then look at the official along the baseline. He looks just like him. I thought it was Brennan at first. So
now that would be a story.
Yes, it would be. So if you know Brendan Mulligan, then you're probably thinking the same thing, but I had to mention it if you're not here because that's something worth telling. McAlester is up by 17 right now. Top of the key. Alberson takes the 3 and can't get the bounce. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by the Lady Buffaloes' Katie Allen. Speaking of the Lady Buffaloes on the floor for them right now, Bodie Nystrom, Tori Kilburn, Avery Alberson, Maddie Van Dorpy, and Katie Allen. McAlester has scored in the last 3 seconds of the first 3 quarters. Tori Kilburn at the end of the first quarter, Bodie Nystrom at the end of the first quarter with the 3, Tori Kilburn at the end of the first half with the 2, and then Tori Kilburn with a couple of free throws at the end of the third. That's pretty amazing too. Near corner 3 is up and nothing but net by Kennedy Lefevers. And that brings it to a 14-point game, 45-31. And now Durant's going to apply some pressure. They're really not in foul trouble outside of one person. That's Maya Dotson. That is a big person, though, for him. As we have a foul on the shot, Bodie Nystrom is fouled off the right block, and she will go to the line. And Maya Dotson is their second leading scorer on the season at 9.9 a game, just behind Ella Sorrell. So without her, it's going to be it's hard for Durant to play without her right now. McAlester trying to take advantage as Bodie Nystrom misses the first free throw. Lady Buffaloes have not been very good from the charity stripe tonight.
Currently, they are, looks like, 2 of 8.
Nystrom makes it now 3 of 9, and she's 50% on the year, and she's 50% from that trip. Lady Buffaloes are up 46-31. As the Lady Lions, looked like they threw the ball out of bounds. They're going to say it was tipped by Katie Allen on the bounce pass over to the far side. So a little over, it looks like 48 seconds into the final quarter. It's a 15-point McAlester advantage. Left wing, Lefevers, who hit a previous three, passes it to the edge of the circle, and there'll be a foul called on Bodie Nystrom. Read it well, just a tad bit too late, led to some contact there.
Yeah.
But she's just got fouls to give. That's only her first. Team first, both teams now with one foul in the final frame. Far corner out to the left wing. Lobbing out over to the right wing to Grover, near corner. On the drive, Freeman, baseline, feeds it to nobody, out of bounds. That one is a turnover, and will give the ball to the Lady Buffaloes. Rylan Less now checking back in now for Bodie Nystrom. So Kilburn will inbound it into the backcourt. Van Dorby with the ball. Van Dorby feeds it over to Kilburn, to the corner, over to Allen. Allen feeds it further onto the baseline over to Les now, who dribbles into a double team and will have a jump ball. It will go to Durant.
Back in for Durant, 22, Emery Morris.
6:44 left in the game. It's a, again, 15-point advantage for McAlester. Trying to close this one out and trying to win their first game since January 5th when they defeated Will Rogers 62-47 in the Primus Moore Invitational. They have not played in 2 weeks, so I know they were glad to get back on the hardwood against teams that, or against players that are not their own teammates. Driving in, 2 is up and good. Finding a lane was Ella Sorrells, and now it's a 46-33 game. 13-point advantage for McAlester. Right wing, McAllister's led this one by as many as 20 points, but there was a 7-0 run by the Lady Lions that led to it being a 13-point game like it is now. Pass into the low post. A lot of contact down the low post, but we're going to have a jump ball out of all that, as it looks like Rylan Less now is bumped into the baseline. She kind of comes up. Her body language tells me, yeah, that probably should have been a foul, but I'm going to keep it to myself. Van Dorby will inbound. Over to Allen, right wing, to the corner, over to Van Dorby. Van Dorby inside over to Kilburn. Kilburn back outside Allen. Allen to the right, front court. Cross court pass to Albertson. Albertson, one dribble, double teamed, in trouble, needs some help, and will get it from her head coach, Jared Owen, with 5:52 left in the game. 46-33, Lady Buffaloes on top here on KNED.
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
Welcome back to the MAC. The Lady Buffaloes are up 46-33. Same personnel on the floor. Katie Allen inbounding it over to Van Dorby with Albertson, Kilburn, and Less now on the floor. Van Dorby kind of left alone a little bit, now gathered up as at the top of the key. Right wing over to Albertson is going to be an offensive foul on Avery Albertson. Again, anytime that you outstretch your arm like that and try to create space like that, it is going to lead to an offensive foul. Second time that McAlester has done that tonight that has led to a foul, as now Bodie Nystrom checks in for Albertson. 13-point advantage for the Lady Buffaloes, but again, the Lady Lions have a little bit of momentum offensively, more than McAlester has had to start the fourth quarter. A 3 and then a 2 has brought him back within that 13-point deficit. Top of the key, 3 is up by Lefevre. She hit the last one. That one nearly went in. It bounces all the way back beyond the arc, and it's going to be rebounded by Grover. Wilson with it, gives it into the corner. Almost stolen by Van Dorby on the drive back outside. Over to Wilson with 5:15 left. Feeding it inside, wide open lady, and there's going to be a foul on Rylan Less now, who went in for the block. That should be her third. As forehand getting ready to check in. 2 free throws up for Ella Sorrells here in just a moment. Last year, Durant was really good at the free throw line against McAlester as Sorrells hits the first one. 71% from the line last year in the series.
Right now they're 75%, 3 of 4.
Van Dorby comes out. Riley forehand checks in. 12-point advantage for McAlester over Durant. Trying to make it an 11-point game now is Durant. And they do after some wild bounces off the rim, but it finds the bottom of the netting. And the Lady Lions have brought it from a 20-point deficit down to an 11. So still definitely within striking distance here for Durant. If McAlester keeps turning the ball over right now. Seems like McAlester hasn't really gotten any shots off that they want to right now. This one's a baseline jumper by Nystrom that's airballed way too strong and rebounded by Grover. So now Durant with a chance to make it a single-digit deficit if they can score. On the drive, Wilson for two. Blocked shot by Nystrom. Nystrom grabs the board, too, and feeds the head over to Kilburn. Kilburn head over to Allen. Does McAlester push it? Far corner. Lesnow back into Allen. Allen mid-range jumper. In and out, though. Offensive board, Torrey Kilburn. Like a good neighbor, Torrey is there, and it makes a 48-35. It's a 13-point lead for McAlester. 4:27 left in the game.
Torrey now with 18. She's shooting 80%.
Somehow she always finds herself in the right spot at the right time for those putbacks. That's a lot of hours in the gym to be able to do that. And just instinct, too, man. Left wing, driving. Two is up by Grover. Too strong. Rebounded by Kilburn. Kilburn throwing it ahead over to Allen. Halfway through the fourth quarter, 13-point McAlester advantage. High post, back outside. Top of the key, three. Kilburn a little bit off to the left side. It'll be rebounded by Grover as Lady Lions will push it with 3:50 left. Down 13. Sorrells outside over to Wilson, right wing. Sorrells guarded up by forehand. Passing back, top of the key. Lefevers. Left wing, back to the edge of the circle. 3:29 left. Right wing. Lefevers. Lobs it out, back over to Grover. Grover left wing, now three-pointers up and missed. Rebounded by Lesnow as that three was missed by Sorrells. Kilburn finds a lane on the drive. Two is up. She got it and one. Torrey Kilburn, you maniac. Welcome back to the show, Torrey Kilburn. 20 points in her first game in 3 weeks. And she'll try to complete the and one. She shoots, she scores right this way. Miss Kilburn to the charity stripe. Come on. I mean, come on. Kilburn trying to get to the lucky 21. And she does with the free throw. It's a 16-point advantage for the Lady Buffaloes. She is a mutant. No human being can do a lot of the things that Torrey Kilburn does. Between the rings, 17-point Lady Buffalo advantage. 3:05 left in the game. Driving, baseline, stopping. Good defense by Allen. Restarting Wilson, good move, and she throws it out of bounds. Lady Buff basketball. 3 minutes left in the game, and McAlester with a 17-point advantage. They are looking like they're well on their way for another win here and a much-needed win in district play. Right now at 5th in 5A4 with a 3-3 district record. Near corner three, that might be the dagger. Katie Allen, nothing but net. Coach Owen takes the timeout. Paint it gold. 20-point lead for McAlester. 2:45 left in the game. We'll take that break here on.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Lady Buffaloes trying to close this one out into the game for McAlester. India Highshaw. She's joined by Riley Forehand, Katie Allen. We have Torrey Kilburn and Rylan Lesnow on the floor for McAlester. Near corner, spot up three is up and off. Rebounded by no one as it will be last touched by who? Who has the ball? It's going to be Durant basketball. I saw him point at first McAlester and then revert back to Durant. Dodson will inbound, throws it to the edge of the half-court line. That's a backcourt violation. And, again, that's something that she'll learn as she gets more varsity time. Abriana Freeman, she could have let that go into the backcourt, and it would have been fine if she gathered it there. But again, she's only a sophomore. She'll learn that. So it'll be a turnover by Durant. McAlester basketball, leading by 20, 55-35 on what could have been a dagger three. It looks like it more than likely will be from Katie Allen before the 60-second timeout. Less now, passes back over to Allen, right front court, feeds it ahead, over to forehand. Forehand one dribble, back to Allen, around the arc left wing. Kilburn swings it back, over to forehand far corner. Looking down to the low post, no one's open. Now they find Highshaw, baseline jumper. Highshaw can't get it. Ball's being knocked around. We'll have a lot of contact inside the paint. They're going to call a foul on McAlester. It's going to be on Highshaw. And that is McAllister's fifth, or is that their fourth? It says fourth on the scoreboard. They were quick on the team fouls there. One more will send the Lady Lions to the free throw line for the remainder of the game. 20-point Lady Buffalo advantage. We're at the 2-minute warning. Left wing back straight away. Back to the left wing. Around the world to the far corner. Over to Emma Green. Sorrells passing right wing over to Freeman. Freeman feeding into the corner. Over to Cordell. Cordell picked up her dribble and treble. Guarded up by Allen. Short hop, and there will be a timeout call by Durant with 1:41 left in the game. 55-35. Lady Buffaloes lead the Lady Lions here on KNED.
Now open Camp Inc., your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
.141 left in the game. Lady Buffaloes look like they're well on their way to their 9th win of the year, breaking a 3-game losing streak that they have had. Again, looking for their first win in 3 weeks. They just hadn't played in 2 weeks, first off, so what a way to get back on the floor, and what a welcome back game for Tori Kilburn. It looks like has her night over as she has her first game back, had her first game back since she had to exit back on January 6th with a broken nose against Santa Fe. As we have a missed shot down inside the paint, 2 is up, and we have a block. No, it's going to be a foul on the Lady Buffaloes, as that will be on number 21, Maddie Van Dorpy. Kayla Johnson is on the floor, as well as Avery Alberson. Kylie Dooney checked in, and Bodie Nystrom in for McAlester. As the first shot is made by Sorrells. That's the 5th foul on McAlester in the 4th quarter, so every foul now from the Lady Buffaloes sends the Lady Lions to the line. So Sorrells trying to go perfect from the line here. Shot in the air. That one's good, and it is a 18-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes, 55-37. Durant's going to show pressure as soon as Alberson crosses that court line, which they do. Passing over to the left front court over to Van Dorpy. Van Dorpy, the right wing over to Dooney. Dooney left wing to Johnson. Johnson bounce pass into the corner over to Van Dorpy, who dribbles it back out into the front court, and they'll work it back around. High post to Van Dorpy. Outside, far corner. Alberson, pump fake to the baseline. Trying to feed it along the baseline to Dooney, and it's going to be a steal and a foul, as clipping that was Maya Dotson was Kylie Dooney. And free throws coming up here for Dotson with 1:06 left in the game. And Coach Owen is about to bring in 4 new players. It looked like Kilburn and Allen's day and Lusnow's day was going to be over, and they're going to sub in. Well, this is why they're doing it. This is the difference when it comes to district play. You want to get your plus 15. This is where it wouldn't have mattered in the past in these games. Yeah. But now you want to make sure that you win games by 15 or more. As right now it's at a 17-point game, because you're capped off at 15. If you beat a team by 15 or more, it doesn't matter if you beat them by 50 or 15, you get your plus 15. That might matter when it comes down to district seedings and district rankings if there's ever a tiebreaker that's needed. Second shot by Dotson is good, and now it's a 16-point game. So even though Durant might not win this game, McAlester knows how big it has to be able to win this game by 15 or more. And that is why they subbed back in Tori Kilburn and all the starters. Riley Forehand stayed in the game from the last group. Forehand has it between the rings. Over to Les now, right wing. And they might play keep away here, too, because they're leading by 16. Left wing, Forehand. Forehand Loosely double team. Durant wants to get the ball back to try to get to that 14-point mark, at least to get one back from him. Back out right wing. Again, McAlester playing keep away. Kilburn into the corner. Took me a minute because I'm getting used to basketball district play here in 5A. Because as it would be right now, if McAlester wins by 15 or more, they would increase it to a 4-3 5A4 standing. That would be ahead of Will Rogers, depending on what happens with Will Rogers tonight, even though the Lady Ropers won a game over McAlester. But the Lady Buffaloes would get up to a, what is that? Plus 27, I believe, is where they would be. And it looks like they're going to end up getting it. 11 seconds, 10, 9, 55-39. Looks like it will more than likely be the final score as Kilburn kind of dribbling between the legs and scrambling about. 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. The Lady Buffaloes are back in the win column. They break that 3-game losing stretch, and they win with an emphatic 55-39 win over their rivals by the Red River, the Durant Lady Lions. Let's quickly look at our team stats and player stats, and then we'll get ready for the boys' game.
Tori Kilburn led in scoring with, looks like she had a 75% shooting and 21 points. Also, she shot 75% from the charity stripe, 3 of 4, and she had 11 boards, also 2 steals. Katie Allen had 13 tonight on 5 of 14 shooting. That's good for 36%. She also had 4 boards and 2 steals for Katie. Bodie Nystrom had 10 points tonight on 4 of 5 shooting. That's good for 80%. She also had 5 boards, 2 offensive, 3 defensive. Looks like Rylan Lesnow had 8 points tonight on 50% shooting. She also had 4 boards and 2 steals. Maddie Van Dorpy had 2 points tonight on 17% shooting. She had 6 boards, 3 offensive and 3 defensive, also a steal for Van Dorpy. And that's going to round out your scoring.
All right, looking at some team stats real quick. McAlester ended the night 48% from the field, Durant 29%. That's what McAlester shot from 3, 29%. Durant was 25% there. Lady Buffaloes 40% from the free throw line. Durant, excellent, 89% of 8. And funny enough, that's 8 of 9 from the free throw line. The Lady Buffaloes had 31 rebounds to Durant's 18, so they dominated the boards. They also ended up having McAlester was pretty good when it came to turnovers. They only had 16, so not too shabby when it came to turnovers. In fact, they were actually tied with the Durant Lady Lions in turnovers. Both teams had 16. Both teams had 2 blocks. Final thoughts on this one as we get ready for the boys in about 12 minutes.
Well, you know, McAlester Lady Buffaloes, they hadn't played in 3 weeks, so to come out here and get a big win against your rivals, and my hat's off to Tori Kilburn coming off of that broken nose to come on out in her first game back and score 21 points. What an incredible performance.
Nate?
You got to wonder if she might want to keep the mask on after this game. It was an impressive performance all around from McAlester. I'm sure you saw a few things you might want to work on, but overall, really good performance to get back in the win column.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Tori. I hope that sticks as long as she wears the mask. Come on, it just writes itself. It's going to win 55-39 for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. We'll take a break and we'll preview the boys coming up in just a moment here on KNED.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the McAlester Activity Center here in McAlester, Oklahoma. We just finished up with the ladies' game in which the Lady Buffaloes got back in the win column with a 55-39 win over the Durant Lady Lions. That sends us to the boys' game now, as we have they're trying to do the same, get back into the win column for the first time since the Primus Moore Invitational, and they nearly did a couple of times during the Shakota Crossroads Classic. They took the defending tournament champions to within 5 points, and they lost their second game on a walk-off free throw, which doesn't normally happen in sports. But again, the Buffaloes 3-11 on the year. Again, we mentioned they finished 0-2 in the Shakota Crossroads Classic. In the game versus Wagner, the Bulldogs simply shot better than the Buffaloes, as everything else was nearly even in terms of stats. A 19-0 run gave the Bulldogs the lead, and although McAlester had a 15-0 run, they could never come all the way back. In the game versus Muldrow, the Buffaloes came out strong, led by as many as 12. However, Muldrow would come back and lead by 1 at halftime. It was a back-and-forth game from there, and a shooting foul called at the buzzer led to a walk-off free throw for Muldrow. Buffs shot 11% worse than Muldrow, but took 14 more attempts behind 19 forced turnovers to only 11 on them. However, Muldrow also took 10 more free throw attempts. They were 8 of 15 to McAllister's 2 of 4. So looking at the Buffaloes during the Shakota Crossroads Classic, some star players. Brandon Smith has now had 3 games in which he scored 20 or more. He averaged 21 points per game on the tournament on 45% shooting, 35% from 3, 7 boards and 4 steals. Devontre McKendrick had 17 points in both games on 47% shooting, 5 boards and 2 steals. You had Garrett Pickett with 5 points a game on 38% shooting, 6.5 boards a game, 3 steals and 2 blocks. And Devion Bickham had 6 rebounds per game and 7 steals. So Devion Bickham had a really good tournament as well when it came to boards and defense. Now let's look at the Durant Lions. They're 5-11 on the year. They have played 2 games against McAlester already this year, so this could be the tiebreaker in terms of the season series, but it's going to be a chance for McAlester to sweep Durant in district play. So the first time these two teams played was, again, 3rd game of the year at Durant. McAlester won 51-42. And then they lost here recently. The last time that McAlester, before Will Rogers, played on this floor was in the Primus Moore Invitational 3rd place game, and Durant won it 49-43. In the first game, after going down 10-2, the Buffs outscored Durant 49-31 the rest of the way, only struggling with turnovers and offensive rebounds for Durant. McAlester cleaned up both of those stats in the second game, but they couldn't overcome just a really bad night of shooting at 29%. So that is what doomed McAlester in the 3rd place game of the Primus Moore Invitational. Looking at the Lions, again, they are averaging 48.4 points per game, 57 points per game they are giving up. Again, 5-11 on the year. 6 of 16 games by the Lions decided by less than 5. They are 3-3 in those games. Since the win over McAlester, they were Bridge Creek Tournament Consolation champions. They lost to Holland Hall 67-26. They ended up losing to Memorial 54-32. But this one was pretty wild. If you look at the district standings, Coweta is at 3-4. So they're at 3-4, but they have shown signs of being, a top team that can take down some of the top teams in 5A4. In fact, they beat Durant in the season opener 79-54. The game on Tuesday was 75-74 in overtime. Coweta beat Durant by 1. So Durant has been improving greatly as the season has gone on. I think McAlester has as well. Like I said, nearly beating Wagner, a really good team that won the Shakota Crossroads Classic last year. But the Buffaloes are hoping to turn those moral victories now into real victories. And if they can do that against the rivals by the Red River, Durant, they're going to be looking pretty when it comes to the District 5A4 standings and giving them a little bit of a push going into Coweta tomorrow. So looking at some players to watch for the Durant Lions, starts off with Jalen Saxon, 13.6 points per game. Ryder Jones has 10.2 points per game. And Callaway Neighbors, he is the tallest player on the floor for the Lions at 6'3". So McAlester does have the height advantage in this game. They want to use it to their advantage. Neighbors has 6.6 points per game for the Lions. Again, those stats courtesy of Mr. Jim Reagan, the voice of the Lions. We thank him immensely for his help. Now let's look at some players to watch now for the McAlester Buffaloes as they are trying to once again sweep Durant in the district series and win the season series 2-1 tonight.
Players to watch for your Buffaloes include Brandon Smith. 3 straight games with 20-plus points for the freshman. That has increased his average to 14.5 points per game. Furthermore, his three-point shot has greatly improved these past few weeks, adding a whole new element to his game. He's averaging 14 a game against Durant this season, so expect another big night from Brandon tonight. Devontre McKendrick. A lot of talk is on Brandon Smith, but you can't forget about Devontre McKendrick. He averaged 17 points per game in the Shakota Crossroads Classic, and although he isn't a post player, most of his points came off of his ability to drive into the paint, stop on a dime, and finish while not being afraid of contact. He's averaging double digits versus Durant this season, so he is a must-watch for the Buffs. And Devion Bickham, their freshman, is coming off of a 5-steal game versus Muldrow last Friday. He always seemed to be in the right place. His defense could prove vital tonight against Durant Lions.
All right, looking at some keys to the game for the Buffaloes.
Well, don't be afraid to press throughout the game. Durant has had a terrible time beating the Buffalo press at the end of the last game. Although Durant survived, they had 26 turnovers in the process after having a pretty clean first half. Apply pressure throughout the game and get the Lions caught off guard. And you cannot allow the opposition to get so many second chance opportunities, especially considering McAlester has the height advantage over Durant. The Lions are averaging 3 more offensive boards a game than McAlester on the series. And you saw last Friday that just 2 offensive rebounds could be the difference in winning or losing. Limit the Lions' second chance opportunities tonight. Lastly, if you take threes, make sure they're not forced. McAlester as a team is not a great three-point shooting team, but they have some quality three-point shooters on the team. McAlester has made their living these past couple of weeks inside the paint. Don't deviate from that, but when that three becomes open for your shooters, knock it down.
All right, so we're about to have our starting lineups and tip-off happening in just a moment. McAlester Buffalo is trying to do the same thing as their lady counterparts did, take down Durant. We'll see what happens here in just a moment on
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fittonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Please. Welcome back to the MAC as we're having our starting lineups. Mr. Larry Barnett's being quick with it here as it's number 1, Colton Mason here for the Durant Lions. Number 2, Ryder Jones. By the way, the Lions wearing their road blue on blue uniforms, white numerals on the front and back. You also have number 10, Jalen Saxon, leading the team with 13.6 points per game. Number 20, Callaway Neighbors, the tallest player on the floor for the Lions at 6'3", averaging 6.6 a game. And number 24, Braylon Lyday at 3.6 points per game, senior, standing at 6 foot tall. Now for the McAlester Buffaloes, I'll let Larry do the honors.
And here's the starting lineup for your McAlester Buffaloes. Number 0, Victor Devontae McKendrick. Number 2, Brandon Smith. Number 10, Mr. Alex Dooney. And number 21, Devon Bickman. 23, Mr. Garrett Pickett.
I think Larry was having a hard time kind of reading at the same time I had my eyes all the way down to the sheet trying to see with the lights turn off like that. Again, something new they've been doing over here at the MAC when they announced the starting lineups for the boys. They flickered the lights, so I like that. McAlester Buffaloes wearing their home white-on-white uniforms for those on radio that can't see, with the cursive McAlester on the front and McAlester numerals in black on the front and back. McAlester will be moving it left to right on your radio dial. Durant Lions right to left. It's Devion Bickham and Callaway Neighbors inside the circle. We're about ready to rock. There's the whistle. Ball's up in the air. Tip is won by McAlester as it's basketball time here in the Heartland. Again, these two teams 1-1 against each other this year. McAlester won once again 51-42 back on December the 5th in Durant, as we have an early turnover here on McAlester. As we have a jump ball, the ball will be going over to Durant inside the paint. And for the Durant Lions, they got that win back, taking third place in the Primus Moore Invitational with a 6-point win over McAlester back on, that was January the 6th. So cross the half-court line with it. Number 10, Saxon jump passes over to the right wing, over to Mason. Mason back to Saxon. Saxon lobbing it back out right wing. Cross-court pass near corner. Feeding it back over to Saxon, giving a high post. Ryder Jones in the paint, back outside. Right wing three is in the air and good. Rattling home, Colton Mason hits the tray, and it's 3-0. Lions take the early lead. Across the half-court line, Bickham feeds into the corner. Dooney pumps and drives, jump stops, double team back outside, left wing three by Smith, off the back iron. Grabbing the rebound is McKendrick. I thought he nearly went out of bounds, but he saves it, just walking the tightrope there like Stevie Ray Vaughan. Back outside, three-pointers blocked. Offensive board by Dooney. Dooney lost the ball. There'll be a foul called on Durant, I believe, in the corner.
Foul's going to be on number 20 for Durant.
That's Callaway Neighbors. So Dooney will inbound it along the baseline. He'll lob it out over to Smith. Smith was 35% from the three-point line during the Shakota Crossroads Classic, averaging 21 a game in their 2 games at the tournament. Around the world left wing over to, that is Pickett. Feeds it back over to Smith. Smith bounce passes over to the white line to Dooney. Back to Smith left wing. Buffalo's down 3-0. 6:35 left in the first. Pickett back out. Left wing three by Smith. That one's short. Fight for the rebound. This one's going to be an offensive foul, off-ball foul, looks like, as Garrett Pickett was holding on to a Lion trying to get the rebound. Looking at the season series so far, McAlester shooting better than Durant on this series, 37-32 when you combine the 2 games. But Durant 32% from 3 to McAlster's 21%. They just have not been able to shoot the 3-ball well against the Lions in these 2 games. And so far tonight, McAlester 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, one of them blocked. Right wing around the world to the left wing. Durant with the basketball. Looking at the 5A4 standings where these 2 teams are at, McAlester is at 7th at 1-5. Durant looking for their first District 5A4 win, trying to take over McAlester as we have a left wing three that's missed. Good offensive board and put back by Callaway Neighbors, and it's an early 5-0 lead. Coach Dooney not happy, going to call a timeout to talk to his team. 5:48 left in the first. Buffalo's down 5-0 here.
The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
If you were listening to radio right there, did Vickers Power Sports play for you right there, Nate?
No, I had Vickers Furniture there.
All right, well, if you listen on radio right there, McAlester is trying to get some power right now as they're down right now 5-0 to the Durant Lions after a nice putback by Callaway Neighbors. Spin move inside the paint. Good move by Garrett Pickett, but left the shot short. And the Buffaloes still off of the scoreboard right now, down 5-0. 5.5 left to go in the first quarter as we have a ball that's poked loose by Pickett. Pickett's going to come up with the steal. He'll throw it ahead over for Dooney. McAlester 3-on-3 in transition. Smith driving towards the basket. Will miss the shot. He was stepped on down inside the paint. It'll be rebounded by the Lions moving the other way. Passing over to left wing to Jones. Jones baseline. Pulls up. Baseline jumper. Good. 7-0 Lions lead right now. As the Buffaloes struggling, as there will be a foul here on Jalen Saxon of the Lions as he ended up hitting McKendrick in the dome right there. Buffaloes got down really early to the Lions back in Durant last time as well. They were down 10-2 at one point. McAlester came back to win that game, like I said, by 9 points. But right now down 7-0, looking to find an answer to Durant's defense right now. Just not making some makeable shots right now. Bounce pass top of the key. Pickett looking back door, throws it into traffic. It's tipped by Jones and stolen by Saxon. Saxon ahead to the right wing. Driving. Baseline. Bounce pass near corner three. It's a big one. That one's made. Colton Mason trying to bury McAlester early. It's 10-0. 4:35 left to go in the first quarter. A rough beginning to this game for the black and gold. Bigham, right wing. Dribbles behind his back. Stops. Overhead pass to the left wing over to Smith. McAlester needs some kind of juice right now. Can Brandon Smith bring it in the paint? He's going to be fouled. And a chance for points here for the Buffaloes at the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Colton Mason. That is the Lions' third team foul of the first quarter. First one on Mason. Smith at the charity stripe this year, 68%. That's good for second best on the team in terms of percentage. Smith's first free throw is missed, though, and the Buffaloes still off the scoreboard. Davian Pouncil coming in for, let's see, it's going to be Dooney. Smith, 14.5 points per game on the year. Again, has scored 20 or more in 3 consecutive games. His second free throw is another net, and the Buffaloes are on the board. 4:22 left in the first. Lions lead 10-1. And McAlester showing a little bit of pressure here across the half-court line. They'll lob it out over the far corner, stopping, back outside top of the key. Around over the near corner. Wide open three is up, and Durant has a collective heat check, but it's an offensive rebound, missed shot. Devondre McKendrick gets the rebound. McKendrick driving to the other side of the floor, stopping right wing, waiting on somebody. And now he'll dribble it out to the edge of the circle. 3:53 left in the first. It's a McAlester 9-point deficit. Bounce pass, tried to force it into Bigham. Came loose, taken back by Smith along the far sideline. Smith weaving through traffic, up for two, can't get the bounce. He's fighting for his own rebound, and it'll be taken by the Lions in the corner. Smith's got to be careful not to foul right now. As the Lions get it and move the other way, they don't have the numbers. They'll pull it from the right elbow. Two is up and in and out by Jones. Rebounded right along the baseline by McKendrick. McKendrick trying to push it. McAlester now getting some stops. Need to answer with some points. McKendrick right elbow floater. Good. He has been money from in the paint right there by the high post. And that's the first made shot from the field for the Buffaloes. They pull it within 7. McKendrick, 11.3 points per game on the year. Left wing, Joseph Flores. Has it guarded up by Pickett. Pickett guarding up Flores. They'll pass it over to the edge of the circle. Saxon gets it to the baseline. Two is up by Jones, another Manette. It's 12-3. McKendrick trying to answer back. Coast to coast, up for two. Blocked shot by Neighbors, and he grabs the board. Neighbors said that won't happen twice, and he made sure of it. 9-point lead for the Lions, trying to expand on it. Baseline, back out over to Flores, right front court. Flores cross-court pass left wing, over to Robinson. Robinson guarded up by Pickett. Feeds it inside, tipped by Pickett, taken back by Jones. Baseline jumper short. We have a offensive board, Callaway Neighbors. He's fouled on the floor. 2 will not count. It's on the Buffaloes, number 3, Davian Pouncil. As we have Caden Harris, Isaiah Highshaw, and Alex Dooney checking in for Bigham, Pickett, and Pouncil. 9-point Lion lead. McAlester offense has struggled here as they shot about 38% from the field during the Shkoda Crossroads Classic, but did score higher than they normally do on the season. At 50 points against Muldrose, we have a left wing three that's missed. We have a rebound here by Caden Harris as he tries giving it over to McKendrick, and it goes out of bounds after we had people rolling around on the floor. And they had 56 against Wagner. I was going to go over to that second score I was mentioning earlier. Bigham, I think he's about to check back in here. He'll come in for Smith.
Buffaloes 21, Devion Bigham.
After a scorching start for the Durant offense, they have slowed down, but McAllister's not answered with some points of their own. They've been kept at bay by the Durant Lions defense as we have a pass to the left wing. Highshaw feeds into the corner over to Bigham. Bigham, just inside the three-point line, picks up his dribble, passes it outside, now to the near corner. Dooney spot up three. Dooney left it short. Rebounded by Braylon Lyday. Lyday being trailed, almost stolen by Bigham, gets it to the near corner. Trying to drive is Robinson. Passes it out of Jones. Left wing. Three by Jones is good. Hit off the rim 3 times and then fell, and it's 15-3. Lions leading the Buffaloes.
That was Durant's third made three there, shooting 50%, 3 of 6.
McKendrick can't get a quick two to fall on a floater inside the paint. Lions have a chance to really break this one open in the first quarter. Flores, pump fake, drive, floater up, and good. It's 17-3, 14-point lead for the Durant Lions, and McAlester has no answer right now. They have been trying multiple different players, multiple different things, and they have not been able to find any success offensively. Dooney, straight away, passing near corner. McKendrick will take the corner three. That one's no good. Bigham on the other side has the offensive rebound. Bigham can't get it to go, and there'll be a foul called as Bigham accidentally pushed a line. He was trying to help him back up immediately, and then something was said along the baseline, and then they dispersed and went their separate ways. Foul was on Bigham. As now McKendrick checks out, Smith comes in. And we're trying to get everything sorted out here. And we're back to play. Lions trying to cap off what has been a phenomenal first quarter for them. Left wing Flores is wide open. He'll take the three, and nothing but net. It is 20-3. The Lions just completely putting it on the Buffaloes. And this game has bragging rights because they see each other twice a year in baseball, twice a year in basketball. Some of these guys might play baseball as well. Some of these guys play football. And so you're going to see them a lot. Reverse layup by Caden Harris is missed. Too hard off the glass, fell off the top of the rim. And the Lions, who are only averaging 48.4 points per game, are at 20 right now with 10 seconds left in the first. They are coming off of one of their highest season totals of 74 against Coweta, losing by only 1 in overtime. As we have 2 seconds left, right wing, far corner. They never got a shot off. I think they just lost track of the time, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. But the Buffaloes trailing heavily to the Durant Lions 20-3. They'll have to start to mount their comeback now. We'll take a break and be back here on K.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc. Your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
20-3, the Durant Lions leading the McAlester Buffaloes as it was a first quarter to forget for McAlester. Durant scorching hot at the start of this game. McAlester is already behind the 8 ball looking for something. They made one shot from the field, and it was a 2 by Devontre McKendrick who bounce passes it over to Pouncil. In the corner is Brandon Smith. They also have Dooney and Pickett on the floor. Right wing three is short by McKendrick, and it's rebounded by the Lions, and the woes continue here in the first half offensively. McAlester had a good stretch of defense for about 2 or 3 minutes in the first quarter, but they could not lead it to offense. Lide lost the ball, stolen by Smith. Smith trying to get something here, driving in. 2 is up, too strong. Ball get knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Lions. They'll stay with the Buffaloes. But the Buffaloes from the field and need something. They need some kind of spark. I mean, like I said, this game is not over. You're down by 17. You got plenty of time, though. I mean, the Lady Lions earlier were down by 16, brought it to a 6-point game at one point before the Lady Buffaloes caught fire again. But they got to quit turning the ball over, and they nearly did there. Pass inside that was tipped, taken back by Smith. He airballs a floater inside the paint, and still they can't buy a bucket. Lions with the rebound, moving the other way to the far corner. Wide open three by Mason is too strong, and there'll be a off-ball foul. It's going to be on Callaway Neighbors, it looks like, as there was contact between him and Garrett Pickett. That is Neighbors' second personal. Checking in for him will be Nate Rudolph. 6:55 left in the half. McKendrick calling out the plays as he slow walks it to the timeline, changes up the play and dribbles left side. Passes to the top of the key over to Smith. Right wing to Pouncil. Pouncil loosely double team, works around the arc, feeds it with the left hand. Left wing three up by Smith. Paint it gold. Might just be what the doctor ordered, and it pulls the Buffaloes within 14, and it's their first made shot. It's about the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. We have 6:27 left in the half. Let's see if they can get a stop here to get some more points. Right wing. Three-pointer is up. They answer right back. And that is how you kill momentum if you're the opposing team of a team that just made a three. That one, I believe Jalen Saxon with a three, his first 3 points of the game. Bounce pass over to the right side. Top of the key, Pickett to the high post. Smith is being grabbed by the left arm here. They're going to end up calling a jump ball on this, I believe, though. Down on the floor was Smith trying to grab the ball, and there was a Lion that was grabbing his left arm and pulling it away. That should normally be called a foul. Smith will check out. Isaiah Highshaw comes in. Again, the Buffaloes right now, though, not doing a very good job of taking care of the ball. Their shot's not falling. They had a bad night at 29% against Durant last time in the Promise More Invitational. It has been worse today. Just simple turnovers and not shot falling is going to lead to a bunch of that. And we have a whistle that's blown off ball. But we have not had a call. Okay, I think the clock hasn't started or something. Because when they looked up at the score, yeah, the clock didn't start, so they tell them to run it 10 seconds, and they bring it down to 5:54. Okay, so there's no foul, no off-ball foul, none of that stuff. We're just a clock situation. We're back to play. Saxon with the pass across the half-court line, feeding it further into the corner to Lide. Lide baseline, a jumper now by Saxon, and they can't miss. It is a perfect storm right now for the Durant Lions. 25-6 is our score. Left wing Pouncil. What is the Lions shooting right now from the field?
59%.
Hard to beat. McKendrick, loosely double team, passes it over to Pouncil on the other side of the paint, and running over Braylon Lide was Davian Pouncil, which led to an offensive foul on Pouncil to give the Lions the ball back. That is going to be Pouncil's second personal. He'll check out. Smith comes back in. 19-point lead for the Lions. As Smith blocks an inbound out of bounds. McAlester student section is up against the railing right now. First two stands are completely full, trying to cheer on their Buffaloes, antagonize the Lions. High post, too. Nothing is shaking the Lions at all tonight. Jalen Saxon makes it 27-6, and this one is teetering on the brink of just ugly territory right now. If McAlester can't turn this around quickly. Left wing Highshaw. Highshaw into the corner over to Bickham. Pregame cross-court pass. Finds McKendrick, right wing. To the top of the key, Smith. Back outside, left wing. Highshaw three. Highshaw back irons it. It'll be rebounded here by the Lions. They are loading inside the perimeter and saying, if you can beat us from three, beat us from three. And right now, McAllister's not able to do it. They have made 1 3. Brandon Smith has got it from the left wing. Other than that, as Devontre McKendrick gets a steal here, he's in the clear. Right-handed layup is good. And it'll be a timeout called by Coach Aaron George. McAllister needs to have a lot more of those right now. 27-8 is the score. 4:34 left to go in the first half here on KNE.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Welcome back to the MAC, 27-8, the Durant Lions. This isn't a homecoming for McAlester, but it is the first time that they have played at the MAC in nearly 3 weeks, and they are spoiling what is a homecoming for McAlester. 27-8, the Durant Lions have been fantastic. They have shot near 60%. McAllister at only 16% from the field right now. And if they're going to come back and win this one, that has got to change. They need to get more steals like they did with Devontre McKendrick had before the break. As driving in, looking on the other side, Saxon's been on fire. Top of the key three. And is going to be missed by the Lions, rebounded by Bickham. He's on the floor with Harris, Smith, Highshaw, and McKendrick. Bickham takes it across the floor himself, passes to the left wing over to Highshaw. Highshaw nearly a steal as they give it over to Smith. Smith trying to drive in, and this one will be a foul on the Lions. Free throws coming up here for Brandon Smith. Foul will be on number 12, Carson Robinson. That is his first, team second. Again, the Buffaloes far from out of this game, but they need to be able to make these shots while they have them. And they missed the first one off the back iron. They don't have the luxury of being able to miss the free throws like you do when you go into a 20-point hole early in the game.
You got to take everything you can get at this point.
Second shot by Smith. That one's back ironed also. And 0 of 2 from the line there. Rebounded by the Lions. Cross the line over to Jones. Jones trying to find an open man. Eventually finds Nate Rudolph. Hands it off over to Mason. Mason back out over to the right wing to Jones. Jones on the drive, pulls up left elbow two. Jones has been incredible. He's got 9 points, 29 now for the Lions. And it's a 21-point lead, largest one of the game for the Durant Lions. Cross-court pass, tries to find McKendrick, and it sails out of bounds. And now we'll give it back to the blue and red. Inbounding over to Saxon. Stopping, jumps, passing, and intercepting it is Isaiah Highshaw, jumping in the way of Colton Mason. Now into the baseline. McKendrick lobs back out over to Harris. Near corner to Smith. Smith, spot up three. Paint it gold. Big three by Brandon Smith. He's got 6 out of his 7 points on the shot from beyond the arc, and the Buffaloes pulled back within 18, 29-11. Bounce pass over to that is Jones. Jones with the shooting sleeve on his left arm will bounce pass it to the far corner over to Mason. Mason lobbing it to the high post over to Rudolph. Rudolph trying to drive, stopping low post, double team back outside. Open right wing three is up and good. Colton Mason hits the three, and it is hard to be able to beat a team when they answer whatever that you do back with one of their own and then add on top of that. That is how you kill McAllister momentum if you when they make shots that they've struggled to make so far today. As we have a floater and an offensive foul called on Brandon Smith as he was trying to float it over a Durant Lion. Knee made contact. That is his first foul, team second. 2:37 left in the second quarter. Smith and Highshaw check out. Pickett and Dooney come in. Inbound over to Mason as the Lions will take it right to left. 2:28 left in the half. Dribbling left side will be Jones. Guarded up by McKendrick. They'll bounce pass it inside. Floater is up by Saxon. He is fouled. Free throws coming up here for Jalen Saxon. Foul's going to be on Dooney. That is McAllister's third team foul, his first personal. 2 free throws coming up here for Saxon. 2:19 left in the half.
From the line tonight, Durant is 0 of 0. That was their first free throw.
And they missed it as it rimmed out. Smith comes back in. Harris checks out. McAllister going with a smaller lineup now. They have they have 2 forwards pretty much on the floor, Bickham and Pickett. Second shot is good by Saxon, and it's 33-11. Clock restarts. 2:17 left in the half. McKendrick left wing, lobbing it out over to Smith. Top of the key. Smith eyes inside the perimeter, finds McKendrick right elbow, back outside right wing. Smith for 3. He's got his third. Painted gold, Brandon Smith. And it's 33-14. He's got 10 out of the Buffalo's 14 points. 1:58 left in the half. Every time that McAllister's answered or has made a shot like that, Durant has answered with a big shot, and they missed that one, so it's a stop here from McAllister. Can they answer it back? Pickett got the rebound. McKendrick zooming forward, stopping inside the paint. Floater is back ironed, and it's rebounded by Joseph Flores, who went up and got it over McKendrick. 1:35 left in the half. Jones straight away. McKendrick guarding him. 19-point lead for the Lions. Pass to the circle, over to Saxon, feeding it left wing to Flores. 1:22 left in the half. Flores dribbles it out, passes it to the circle, lobbing back over to the far corner. Spotted 3 by Jones is way too strong. Rebounded by Smith, and he takes it in stride. 2-on-2 in transition. Driving right past the man, right to the rim. 2 is good. He's got 12 already. 33-16, McAllister's down. As we have a blocking foul on Brandon Smith as he was ran over by a Lion. That'll be Smith's second personal. McAllister, I think you can go ahead and safely say that they don't agree with that call. Coach Colbert came up and he was wanting to wonder what was going on there. And Coach Dooney's wanting a better explanation over here by the scores table. Especially when these, of course, as we have a near steal by Pickett as it goes into the scores table. They'll stay with the Lions. Clock continues to run here. Clock needs to stop. There it goes. Especially when you consider this is the same officiating crew as the girls' game where those were called like that for offensive fouls. So that is why McAllister is kind of wondering where the last foul was on Smith. There was a lot of contact. You got to call it on somebody. They just gave that one to Mr. Brandon Smith. 45 seconds left in the half. It's 33-16. Lyday has it right front court. Lyday will bounce pass over to Saxon. Still closer to the half-court line than they are the three-point line. Working around there. A lot of moving parts here for the Lion offense. Flores has it left wing. 30 seconds left in the half. Lyday left front court. Lyday guarded up well by Smith to the right front court to Saxon. As they're just bringing one person up the floor and kind of playing catch. The other person will go inside the three-point line. Another person will come out to the front court. This time it's Saxon. Goes to a left wing 3. It's up and missed. Rebounded by Smith. 7 seconds left in half. Can they end the first half with some momentum? 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Draws contact. Try going up with the shot. Lot of contact, no whistle. Half-court shot of the buzzer is off of the glass and no good. But we end the first half with McAllister fans standing up and wondering where some fouls are at. 33-16 is the score. We will go to some halftime stats in just a moment. Coach Dooney's wanted to speak with the officials, so he's going to do so for a little while before he makes his way into the locker room. But this is one of the most upset I've heard the McAllister fan base in a while. But 33-16, McAllister is down. We'll have some halftime stats when we return here on K.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAllister at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fittonnissan.com.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma, where the Durant Lions lead 33-16 over the McAlester Buffaloes. It was a phenomenal first half by the Durant Lions. You got to tip your cap to them. They have played an awesome game. They have had a great game plan, and they have executed nearly to perfection. McAlester is still not out of this game, but again, they, like we said earlier, they don't have the luxury of missing some of these open shots or free throws that they have missed so far. So let's look at the stats, and let's see how we got to this point.
Right.
Wyatt, go ahead.
All right, Brandon Smith leads in scoring at the half, has 12 points on 40% shooting, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. He also has 2 defensive boards and looks like a steal. Devontre McKendrick has 4 points tonight on 2 of 7 shooting. That's good for 29%. He also has 3 boards and 1 steal. That's going around at your scoring.
All right, let's look at some team stats here that tells the story a little bit better.
All right, McAlester Buffaloes are 6 of 23 from the field. That's good for just 26%. Durant Lions, 13 of 25. That's good for 52%. McAlester shooting 30%, 3 of 10 from beyond the arc. Durant, 6 of 14, good for 43%. McAlester from the charity stripe, 1 of 4. That's good for 25%. Durant Lions, 1 of 2. That's good for 50%. Looking at rebounds, McAlester, 3 offensive boards, 6 defensive boards. That's 9 boards overall. Durant Lions, 3 offensive boards and 12 defensive boards. That's good for 15 boards overall. McAlester, they do have 4 steals. They forced 5 Durant Lion turnovers. Durant Lions, they have 4 steals. They forced 9 McAlester turnovers. Also, Durant with 2 blocks.
So, looking at the second half, we'll start off with you, Wyatt, and then we'll go to Nate. What is McAlester? Again, they're down by 17. Again, they're not out of this game. We've seen teams come back from much larger deficits than this with less time. How does McAlester do it?
Well, you got to start getting your shot to fall. You got to get some more production outside of Brandon Smith and Devontre McKendrick. You got to start some other scorers have to start contributing there. And also, too, you got to hope Durant kind of starts to cool off.
52% at one point. They were near 60% from the field, and that is just a testament to Durant. Now, they've also had a lot of open shots, so that's something that they're going to have to find a way to fix in the second half. Nate?
Yeah, you're really just going to have to tighten up on offense. Like Wyatt said, you've got to get some more scorers involved. And on defense, you've really just got to close out a little bit more. And I think we just had someone get it straight into the metal bucket.
Sunk it into the bucket. I think that's a Subway gift card? Something like that. But they sunk it in the bucket.
Because you could hear it all the way up here.
Oh, that was cool. Because usually if it bounces in the bucket, it bounces right back out with the rubber duck. We have a chuck-a-duck, by the way, over here at halftime, where people, if you're on radio right now, if you're listening that way, you can buy ducks, these rubber ducks, before each game. And at halftime of each game, they'll put a little kiddie pool over here with a tin bowl. And if you get it inside the kiddie pool, you win like free popcorn. If you get it inside the tin can, you get a gift card to a location. So pretty neat right there.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let's look at what I'm looking at. I'm not necessarily looking at things that McAlester did wrong that they need to fix in the second half. My key to the second half is something that they need to be able to do to win this game, and it's create turnovers. Even though they did a good job of they created 5, had 9 themselves. They had a bad stretch there where most of those 9 came to be. But they're going to need to be able, if they can't get their shot to fall, creating offense themselves on their side of the half-court line, they're going to have to be able to create more shot attempts or score in transition, create fast break opportunities. And the way to do that, you're going to have to get more steals, find a way to up the pressure on defense. As I'm looking at foul trouble, you have Pouncil with 2 and you have Smith with 2. So no one really in foul trouble yet. So I expect McAlester to come out with a lot of aggressive defensive tendencies in the second half, especially when you're down by 17. That's what you got to do. And we'll see if they can have that lead to some success. Again, 33-16. Lions lead the Buffaloes. As we're going to switch sides here in just a moment, we'll take a break and be back here on K.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fittonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester. The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
We're right here with you.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc. Your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
(33-16), the Durant Lions were excellent over the McAlester Buffaloes. They lead by 17 as we're about to begin the third quarter. McAlester is hoping that the left side of the half-court line is as favorable to them as it was to the Durant Lions, who, again, shot 52% from the field. At one point, we're near 60%. McAlester will get the ball to begin the third quarter. It's Devontre McKendrick, Brandon Smith, Alex Dooney, Devion Bickham, and Garrett Pickett on the floor. The first 5 for McAlester out of the break. Right wing, Smith will cross-court it over to the left wing, feeding into the corner over to Pickett. Pickett working off of his pivot foot. He'll feed it back over to the right wing, over to Smith, into the corner. McKendrick takes the spot up 3, in and out. Offensive board, Alex Dooney trying to rip it loose, and we're going to be having a foul called on the Lions. You know, if I'm going to say things that about, fouls that I thought probably should have been called on Durant earlier, that one probably shouldn't have been called a foul on Durant. I think McAlester got away with that one there. Colton Mason looked like he was still holding on to the ball. I didn't know how much contact he made, but again, don't have instant replay to go right back to see. Left wing, Pickett looking back door for Smith. Smith floater in the paint, can't bank it in. Right, and Pickett's got the offensive rebound. Pickett going in for a tough contested 2, and he gets the roll. Garrett Pickett muscling his way for the rebound and the putback, and it's 33-18. McAlester has their third score of the game. In the first half, it was only Brandon Smith and Devontre McKendrick. High post, Neighbors, guarded up by Bickham. Working off the left elbow, gives it to the baseline. Jones leaves a 2 short. He loses the rebound. It's going to be McKendrick with the rebound. Doesn't have the numbers 2 on 3. Drives in anyway, goes up with a tough 2, and he'll be fouled. Devontre McKendrick to the free throw line for a couple of attempts here. 15-point deficit for McAlester, but they're starting off the third quarter the way they need to. They want to get their way back into the game. Now they got to be better at the free throw line than they were in the first half. McKendrick 64% from the charity stripe on the season. Southpaw bends the knees, shot is up, and no good. Off the back iron. Buffalo struggling mightily from the free throw line.
Yeah, just 1 of 5.
Second shot by McKendrick is good, though. He is 1 of 2 from the line, and it brings the Buffaloes within 14. 33-19 the score. Jones, next to the circle, passes left front court, over to Mason. Mason, over to the corner, over to Lyday. Lyday feeds it baseline. Jones now back to the edge of the circle, over to Mason. Mason back into the corner to Jones. Jones back to Mason. Far sideline, Lions lead 33-19. Good move. Driving in, Mason gives it back outside over 2 McAlester defenders. Missing the 3 is Jones. Ball's on the deck, offensive board by Saxon, and he gets the 2. They got to end that possession while they have the chance, and McAlester did not do so, and Lions made him pay for it. 35-19 the score. 16-point deficit, far corner. McKendrick takes a 3. Paint it gold! They answer a 2, back with the 3. It's 35-22. McAlester down by 13. Trailed this game by as many as 20 at one point.
Devontre now with 8.
Left wing Mason to the top of the key. Jones tried to answer back at first. Pumps and drives. Kicks out near corner. Lyday for 3. That one's short. Fight for the board. Neighbors had it for a minute. Now Pickett jumps on it. We're going to be having a jump ball here. And it will be Lion basketball. If you're going to be a forward or a center, you've got to be tough in the paint. And that is, we have guys literally wrestling for the ball down in the paint right now. Hard-fought hustle plays by both teams tonight. Inside, Callaway Neighbors misses the 2. Devion Bickham's got the rebound. And he'll pass it ahead over to McKendrick. 35-22. McAlester down 13. McKendrick feeds it left wing over to Pickett. McAllister's been getting the stops. Can they follow with offense? Bickham for 2. He got it. McAlester off to a hot start to be able to begin the third quarter. There'll be a timeout called by Durant. We'll take the timeout. McAlester winning the quarter right now, 8-2. 5:24 left in the third, 11-point game.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined, Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
So the Buffaloes down at 1 point by 20 have brought it to an 11-point game. They're winning the third quarter 8-2 right now, 35-24 McAlester down. Still a long way to go, but they are having a good start to it. Inside, Lyday, bounce pass in over to Neighbors. Neighbors looked like he might have lost the ball, but it's going to be last touched by Buffalo, who was trailing him out of bounds. Staying with the Lions along the baseline with 5:12 left in the third. Mason will slap the ball right at the glass to look for somebody. Can't find anyone, tries to feed along the baseline, finds Neighbors successfully to the left elbow. Jones feeds it back over to Neighbors, and Pickett's going to jump on Neighbors. Probably should have been a foul on Pickett. There'll be a 2 that's up and made by Callaway Neighbors. Coach Dooney is wanting a double dribble. 4:58 left in the third. Smith left wing, 13-point game. Pickett jump stopping inside the paint, feeds the baseline to Bickham. Bickham splits a double team, tried going up, but I think the foul is going to be on the floor. And it will be on Callaway Neighbors. That'll be his third. 4:50 left in the third. 13-point deficit for McAlester. Checking in now will be Nate Rudolph. 6-foot junior for the Lions. Smith, quick inbound near corner. McKendrick spot up 3 is airballed. Offensive rebound. Garrett Pickett up for 2. Hook shot, missed it. Rebounded by Mason. Durant moving the other way. McKendrick trying to get it back. And Durant escapes that sequence of events. Lyday, right wing. Double team, pass it back out. McAlester flying all over the place. Durant trying to find an open shot after McAlester is trying to run for steals here. Now everyone slows down into the corner. Jones takes a 3. Jones leaves it short. Rebounded by Dooney. Quick pass out over to Smith. Smith towards the rim. Reverse layup. Way too hard off the glass. And that will lead to a Durant rebound moving the other way. Jones stops before he can cross the half-court line and feeds it with the bounce over to Mason. Mason back to Jones. Lobbing back. Bickham with the steal. Bickham 2-on-1. Tries to give it over to Smith, and there'll be a foul as Bickham was driving towards the baseline. So I will say it was McAllister's fans that were really upset in the first half. It's Durant's fans, who traveled really well, by the way, over on the opposite side of the half of the court here. Now they are letting officials have it. Foul is on Ryder Jones, his first personal. Smith will inbound over to Pouncil, who checked in. Pouncil back over to Smith. Smith back to Pouncil. He checked in for Dooney. Right wing, McKendrick feeds it with the left hand over to Smith. He backpedals, guarded up by Flores. Passes left elbow. Bounce pass outside, Bickham. Near corner to the high post. Driving in, Smith jump stops in. He got it and one. Brandon Smith. He's got 14 with a chance to bring it to a 10-point game if he can make the free throw. With the way this game started for McAlester, if they can eventually get it to a single-digit deficit, it'd be pretty incredible because at one time it looked like McAlester wasn't dead in the water but pretty dang close. Just with the way that the momentum was flowing and how Durant couldn't miss a shot. He has a chance to make this a 10-point game if he can hit the free throw, though. Smith continues to struggle at the line, though. Ball's bouncing around as we have some contact. We're going to have an intentional foul. No, a push. Okay. It looked like at the X at first. It's just a push. They're going to say that Pouncil is charged with a push off ball. That is his third personal, and he'll give the ball over to the Lions. That's McAllister's first foul of the third quarter. McAllister is in the bonus for the remainder of the third, but right now are hurting from the free throw line. I believe 2 of 7. Could be a much different game if they get just a few of those right now. Bickham guarding up on Flores, dribbling to the left side, double team, passing back out over to Jones. 11-point game, McAllister down. Jones guarded up by Bickham. Jones on the drive, takes a bump from Bickham, no whistle, missed the shot. Bickham's got the rebound. Head over to Smith. 3:03 left in the third, far corner. Highshaw takes the corner 3, short. Follows it up with his own rebound. Underneath the basket, up for 2, got it, and it's a 9-point game. 37-28, McAllister is in this. 2:48 left in the third. Left front court, Durant with the ball, 2:37 left in the third. Harris now comes outside the perimeter. Dribbling in, Jones, no look pass near corner. Rudolph thought about the 3, dribbles inside the three-point line, feeds it back out. Over to Flores. Flores trying to drive right on Highshaw, denied access. Top of the key, Jones tries to drive, and he'll revert back beyond the perimeter. For the bounce, he'll feed it off to Flores. Angle right, Flores. Again, dribbles in, passes back out. McAlester working man-to-man defense the length of the half-court line as we have a foul here on Highshaw. Highshaw is going to be charged with the foul. I believe that's the right call, but he, in the process, did take a shot, it looked like, to the cheek. But the foul was on him before that happened. 2:07 left in the third. Again, that was not on purpose. I want to go ahead and anyone that hears anything on the radio, they're like, oh, did he do that? No. It wasn't on purpose. McKendrick, Highshaw, Dooney, Harris, and Pickett on the floor if I didn't mention him already. Durant gets the ball. 2 minutes left in the third. Saxon no look pass to the corner to Lyday as they're now playing keep away. They've had some open shot attempts. They're really just playing keep away from McAlester, trying to stop their momentum as they have brought it from at one point a 20-point game, and now it's a 9. Bounce past the high post. Neighbors, instead of driving, decides to pass it back outside. Left wing. Nate, what is your favorite saying in OSSAA basketball?
Ball don't lie?
No. Other one. Give me a shot clock or give me death. 1:30. I mean, you can't hate the game plan, though.
No.
That's the rules, and it's going to lead to a foul here. Highshaw is going to be charged with a second consecutive foul. Third team one on McAlester. Pouncel's about to come back into the game. He's playing with 3 fouls now. He'll come in for Highshaw. But Durant trying to just kill a bunch of time, trying to stop McAllister's momentum, not with a score right now necessarily, as much as it is with just burning a lot of clock. They know that time is their ally. Bounce past the top of the key. Pouncil is running all over the front court. Right wing back over to the left front court. 1:08 left in the third. Jones stopping right wing. How long have they had the ball? I can't remember. Bounce pass inside. Lyday will dribble it out after it went to the high post. Back to the far corner. Jones looks back door for Callaway Neighbors. The pass ended up grazing the bottom of the netting. Foul is going to be on Caden Harris as he jumped on top of Neighbors before the shot went up. That is the 4th team foul on McAlester. First personal on Harris. 51 seconds left in the third. Timeout called by Coach Dooney, and we'll take it. 9-point lead for the Durant Lions, 37-28 here on.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
51 seconds left in the third quarter, and the Durant Lions have been playing keep away for the McAlester Buffaloes, who were trailing this game by 17 coming into the third quarter. They have outscored the Lions by 8 to bring it down to a 9-point deficit. And the Lions right now are executing keep away to perfection. They have killed so much time off the clock here in the third. They're going to try to inbound. They find Neighbors along the baseline. They could take the last shot here at the quarter. They keep on doing what they've been doing and keep on doing it well. Instead, though, they'll find a wide-open man under the basket, and that is exactly – that is the dream scenario what the Lions pull up right there. Kill a bunch of time leading to a wide-open shot. Pouncil, though, gets it right back on the great drive to the rack. It's now 39-30, back to a 9-point deficit. That's exactly what McAlester wanted after giving up that 2. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Driving, kicking, Neighbors just inside the three-point line far side. Again, they are not going to take a shot unless it is almost point-blank near the rim, and that is – probably a smart thing for him, too. Lyday feeds it to a trailing Neighbors, wide open. Again, you can't knock it. That's a great strategy. It leads to another timeout here by Coach Mike Dooney with 9 seconds left in the third. He'll only have 2 left for the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and be back here on K.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
9 seconds left in the third quarter. McAlester only has 2 timeouts remaining. The Lions have 3. 41-30. The Lions changed up their game plan. They've been playing keep away and leading to some wide open shots, though, by the end of their possessions, which is, again, credit to Coach Aaron George. Perfectly executed by the Durant Lions on those last couple of possessions. Can McAlester score before the end of the third? Down by 11, 41-30. Left wing Pouncil. Pouncil getting it near corner over to McKendrick. 1 second. They're not going to get a shot off in time unless they can tip this one in. 0.3 seconds left in the third. Way too much time went off the clock there as they had 9 seconds off of the inbound. Pouncil to Smith. Left wing three. Off the back iron. They're going to say that it didn't get off in time. So there is no three-point attempt there by Smith. We head to the fourth quarter. McAlester won the quarter by 6, hoping to win this one by 11 or more to try to complete the comeback. Put those fours up in the air, Buff fans. You're listening to McAlester basketball here on.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fittonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
(41-30), the Durant Lions lead the McAlester Buffaloes, but the Buffaloes showed a lot of grit in the third quarter. They were down by as many as 20, brought it to a 9-point game. Durant scored with about 10 seconds left in the third quarter to make it an 11-point game, and this is where we're at. McKendrick, Pouncil, Bickham, Smith, and Dooney on the floor for McAlester, as McKendrick will dribble left. Durant working out of a 3-2 zone defense. Back to the left wing. McKendrick takes a quick three. Paint it cold! Devontre McKendrick with a huge three, and McAlester shot is starting to fall here in the second half. Down by 8, 41-33. Cross-court pass stolen by Bickham. Bickham on the drive, goes up for 2. And they'll call a charge on Devion Bickham. It'll give the ball back to the Lions. That'll be his second personal. Team first on McAlester.
Looked fairly close to the restricted area.
It was pretty close. Again, they got the best view down there in the low post. Again, that's a bang-bang play. Credit to Durant. Nice play there to be able to get the ball back after giving it up. Saxon across half-court line, chased down by Alex Dooney. Double teamed. Has to lob it up. Finds Ryder Jones. Bounce pass late to Neighbors. Neighbors 2 is good. 10-point game. 7:15 left in it. Far corner. McKendrick to the right wing. Smith back to McKendrick. Back to Smith. Angle right. Feeds it back to McKendrick, far corner. As they're kind of playing catch along the right side. Now passing to Pouncil. High post through the hands of Bickham, back over to Smith. Smith jump stops inside the paint. Blows the layup, though. Can't miss those. Wide open down the low post. It'll be rebounded by Durant with a chance to make it a 12-point game. Jones stops, kind of slips, but never lost his footing. Now the ball comes up in the air. Pouncil's got the steal. Throws it, saves it to Smith. 2-on-3, stopping, left wing. Thought about the three with Smith. Waits for his offense. Near corner over to Bickham. 10-point game. McAlester got it back. Driving in, Bickham lost it again. Stolen, throwing it ahead for Jones. Jones one-on-one. Stopping, low post. 2 is up. Missed shot. McKendrick's got the rebound. McKendrick right to left. Coach George for Durant wanted to foul on that one. Driving up. McKendrick for 2. He got it. And it's an 8-point game again. 43-35.
McKendrick now with 13.
6:12 left to go in the game. Jones down the middle of the floor. Stops. Feeds it outside over to Saxon. 8-point deficit for McAlester. They've won the second half by 11 points. Left wing driving in, feeding it over to Lyday. Under 6 minutes remaining. Bounce pass near corner to Neighbors. Again, Durant, we've already saw in the third quarter, dying minutes of the third quarter, they're okay with just holding the ball, finding the wide open shot. Each time they did it, it was successful. And they're going to do it again here. Neighbors is going to be fouled by Bickham as he tried going around Bickham.
That's Bickham's third.
Team foul number 2 on McAlester, and that's not necessarily a bad thing that McAlester starts racking up some of the fouls, because once they get to the 5, Durant's going to have to start shooting free throws, and that'll force them to stop the offense that they're running. Or they can keep on doing it, but
they have to give up possession in between.
Yeah. Won't be able to kill as much time. McAlester obviously would not like to foul first. They like to get the steals before that. Jones driving in or force a missed shot here, but Durant's making sure that if they shoot the ball, it has to go through the hoop. And here pretty soon you're going to see McAlester, I think, foul early as we have Lyday tracking it down as he gets it out to the near corner. Saxon can keep away basketball. 5:10 left in the game. 8-point lead for the Lions. Coach Dooney trying to direct traffic like a literal traffic director in New York. He's pointing to each one of his players, telling them where to go. High post down inside. Neighbors invades Brandon Smith, who jumped nearly around him and makes the 2 off the left block to make it 45-35. Caden Harris about to come in. Far corner, high shot back over to Smith. McAlster's got to keep on answering. Again, to perfection that offense, Durant Lions. Jump pass left wing. Pickett spot up 3. Too strong, rebounded by the Lions. Lions pushing it the other way. They throw it out of bounds. Again, for a team that's been holding the ball, trying to keep control of each possession for a long time, they tried pushing it a little bit right there. Threw it to a man that was cutting towards the basket, and it rolled out of bounds. Pickett checks out, so does Pouncil. Harris checked in, and so did, I believe, Bickham. Smith dribbles straight to the top of the key on a light jog. Picks up his dribble, feeds it over to Harris, left wing, back to Smith. Smith bounce pass far corner to McKendrick, who's double teamed. Bounce pass back over to Smith. Takes a long 3. This one's too short. We have a rebound by Highshaw left wing. A lot of contact outside the perimeter. No whistle on either side. Inside over to Harris. Harris is fouled as he was going up for the 2 along the left block. Harris to the charity stripe, and Bickham is still down. At the left wing area, Bickham is still down. He collided. I couldn't remember which line that was. But he's in some pain, and we'll take a break, injury timeout, and be back here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So it looked like Devion Bickham, who just got off the floor, walked off with some own power. Again, he got hit up in the mouth is what happened on something off ball that happened outside the perimeter. Couldn't see which line it was. It doesn't matter. But, again, no foul was called there, but it led to a foul later on a shot attempt by Caden Harris. Just recapping where we were before that. Looks like Bickham's going to be okay, but obviously that's going to hurt. So they're going to take care of him over in the locker room. Harris will go to the free throw line. Devontre McKendrick was standing at the free throw line. It looked like he thought that he was maybe going to take some shots here. But it'll be Harris at the charity stripe. Harris's attempt is off the back iron. Harris is now 2 of 9 from the charity stripe on the season right now. Buffalo's down by 10, 45-35, with 4:06 left in the game. Harris's second attempt from the southpaw is off the right side of the rim. And McAllister's shooting woes have been mightily bad over at the charity stripe tonight, and it might come back to bite them. Down by 10, Durant will pass off to the near corner. Lide again in that spread basketball where they spread everybody out, try to play keep away, leading to some points. 2 is going to be missed. No, we have a foul first. Foul first on McAllister's. This is going to be Caden Harris. Again, that's where Callaway Neighbors is making his living. Everyone else kind of running around. He finds an empty space in the low post and then cashes in on easy buckets. This time McAllister guarded it, but led to a foul in the first place. Neighbors misses the first free throw, so it turns out to be a good foul.
Durant just 1 of 3 from the line tonight.
And I think that's what Coach Dooney is trying to preach. He said, I'd rather him earn it at the charity stripe than get an easy 2, contested at least. As the second free throw is made, but it turns out to still be a good foul as he goes 1 of 2 from the line. But McAllister's got to push this one now. Down by 11 again. Floater up, tough 2. That's a tough shot to take right there. And Smith nearly got it back, but it's gonna get knocked into a Lion cheerleader. As now Bickham comes in for Highshaw. 11-point Lion lead, 3:36 left in the game. Again, you got to just love the grit that McAllister has shown, but it is hard to overcome a 20-point deficit, and they're trying to do it. Down by 11 right now. As along the baseline, throwing it away. It's going to be stolen by Harris. Harris quickly gives it to Bickham. They got to score in this possession, it feels like. Bickham right past a man, jump stops in the paint, goes up for a tough 2, and Bickham will be fouled. Bickham to the free throw line, second foul of the fourth quarter on the Lions, 3:20 left in the game. That'll be the 4th foul on Callaway Neighbors, which is huge. Because Callaway Neighbors, when he got into foul trouble in the game against McAllister back at the Primus Moore Invitational, that is when McAllister started them out their comeback there. And they got a lot of points in the final frame. So Bickham at the charity stripe, 71% from the line. When it comes to percentages, he does lead the team in that stat. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line in the Shkoda Crossroads Classic. He was 1 of 2 against Durant so far in the season series. His first free throw, good. Alex Tooney will come in for Brandon Smith. 10-point game. Expect McAllister to press if Bickham makes the free throw. He misses it, though. Ball's on the floor, taken back by the Lions, and McAllister 1 of 2 from the line. Another missed free throw that they're going to want back when the dying minutes of this game come in. Far corner, Mason with the ball. 3:08 left. Lions 3 minutes and 3 seconds away from getting their first district win of the year. They've been really close a lot of different times. They might get it today, and there's going to be a foul. And again, Harris wrapped his arm around Callaway Neighbors, saying that, again, if you're going to get an easy shot, you're going to have to earn it. That's going to be Harris's 3rd personal. The Neighbors at the free throw line. First shot is up and good. Neighbors on his last 2 attempts, 2 of 3 from the line, though.
And the thing is, even if they make both, you live with that foul every day of the week.
Yeah. Because if not, it's an easy 2 off the right block or left block, wherever Neighbors has been shooting the ball at. And he does make both these shots, but again, you can live with that. Stops the clock in the meantime, too. 48-36, McAllister will push it forward. Straight away, McKendrick, near corner to Dooney. Tries to quick pass it down inside over to Bickham, and it's going to be tipped and stolen, and that might be the dagger now, as McAllister down by 12, have not been able to pull it within 8. Driving in, stopping in the paint, back out over to Neighbors. They're going to keep on playing keep away. McAllister, if they foul one more time, will send someone to the line. Baseline jumper is going to be back ironed. That's the first time that they've attempted a shot in that kind of offense that was not right by the basket. Far corner 3, McKendrick. This one's too strong. On the other side, it's Dooney with the rebound. He throws it ahead over to Smith, left wing 3. Smith is fouled on the 3-point attempt. Free throws coming up here for Brandon Smith, and that's Callaway Neighbors with the foul. He is fouled out in the final 2:14. The official alerts Neighbors that his day is done. He gets a standing ovation from the Lions fans on the far side who had a great game. Neighbors finishes with 13. And he has been vital for the Lions down the stretch while McAlester has made their comeback. What is McAlester from the line tonight? In a 12-point game, McAlester is 3 of 11. So they have missed 8 free throws tonight. Again, hardly ever you see anyone go perfect, 11 of 11. McAllister's had to be better than what they're been right now, and they're going to try to get 3 crucial free throws coming up after a 30-second break. We'll be back here on KNED.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell him Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
2:14 left in the game. Lions lead 48-36 over the Buffaloes. Again, McAlester still not out of this game, but 3 crucial free throws coming up from McAlester, in which they are 3 of 11 for attempts tonight, or a little over half. You're looking right now at a 9-point game with a chance to bring this to a 6 with 2 minutes left, and that is a much different story. But it's just not been a good night at the charity stripe, and Brandon Smith's going to take a deep breath. His first attempt of 3 is short. Again, Smith is a near 70% free throw shooter on the day, and he, like I said, has just struggled today from the line. Takes a deep breath, second shot, off. He's got the yips, it feels like right now. I think he might be thinking a little bit too much right now. But he has 3 attempts, and he's missed the first 2, and the Buffaloes are now 3 of 13 from the line. And make that 3 of 14. He misses all 3 free throw attempts.
And Brandon Smith, 1 of 8 from the charity stripe by himself.
Been a rough night for McAlester at the charity stripe. Blocked shot by Caden Harris, though. He says, if I'm going down swinging. He does the Matumbo finger once again. Lions fans aren't going to like that. Lions fans will not like that. Flores will look to inbound. Through the legs, it's going to come over to Jalen Saxon. There'll be a timeout called by George with 2 minutes exactly on the clock. He will have 1 more left. 48-36, the Lions lead the Buffaloes here.
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester. The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
2 minutes left in the game. It is 48-36. The Lions lead the McAlester Buffaloes. Lions will have the ball. They'll line up in a line across the floor here from far sideline to near. McAlester trying to get a steal off the inbound possibly. We'll have an off-ball foul, though, and it'll be Jalen Saxon fouled by Alex Dooney, which will send Saxon to the free throw line. This is who the Lions won at the charity stripe, though, as McAlester has now put the Lions into the bonus for the last 2 minutes. Bright side, no time went off the clock there. So, again, time is something that's not on McAllister's side. Saxon, though, leading the team in points at 13.6 a game. He misses the first free throw, though, off the back iron.
Grant 4 of 7 from the line tonight.
They have made more free throws than McAlester on half the attempts. 49-36, 13-point game. Far corner, driving in. Tough 2 for McKendrick as he was losing the ball. Offensive foul. We're going to have a charge here on Devontre McKendrick. McKendrick kind of looks over towards the McAlester bench and just smirks a little bit. I don't think he agreed with the call so much. We have a Lion cleaning up the floor himself. Braylon Lyday took the Swiffer, the sweeper. McAllister's going to press here with 1:54 left and down 13. And they'll throw it up for grabs. It'll be taken by Mason over Smith. He'll drive, stop low post, look for someone outside. It's Saxon, pumps, stops left elbow. Thought about the two, back outside, and again, Durant's going to slow it down. McAlester probably needs the foul now. Ryder Jones lost the ball. Maybe not. McKendrick with the steal. McKendrick 3-on-1 towards the rim. Tough two. He's going to be fouled on the shot. McKendrick to the charity stripe, which the Buffaloes, I mean, that has been their kryptonite tonight, it seems like.
3 of 14.
It is a 13-point game, and they have missed 11 free throws. Lions have only missed 3. So 2 attempts here for Devontre McKendrick. And what's wild is the people that have been missing the free throws are normally excellent free throw shooters. First one's back ironed by McKendrick. That is unreal. I can promise you what McAllister's going to be doing in practice on Monday.
That's all they're going to be doing.
It might be. You're 3 of 15 from the line. McKendrick's second free throw is good, so he goes 1 of 2 from the line. Does get a point there, and it makes it a 12-point game. McAllister, though, needs to get turnovers and get him in a hurry. Inbound over to Saxon. Trying to grab the ball was McKendrick, but he made too much contact first. And free throws coming up for Jalen Saxon. So 2 free throws here for Jalen Saxon. .91 seconds left in regulation. Lions look like they're going to get their first district win of the season unless McAllister can make a miraculous comeback as they brought it back to a 13-point game.
Lions now 6 of 9 from the line.
One team has been very good at free throws, 70%. The other one has had a night to forget from the charity stripe. Top of the key, high post, driving and jump stopping. McKendrick drew contact, can't get the bucket. Offensive board, Davion Bigham for 2. He got it. And a timeout called by Coach Dooney. He's got 1 more to use. Back to a 12-point game, 1:19 left in it, 51-39. McAllister down here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Waltler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Waltler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc. Your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South George Knight Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
.119 left in the game. Lions lead 51-39 over the Buffaloes. Lions trying to complete the victory in the season series as it's 1-1 right now. Could be 2-1 if McAllister doesn't get some turnovers in that one. It's just the way the cookie has crumbled today. It looked like Pouncil had a steal the entire way, and it bounced straight to Colton Mason, who grabbed it, and will be free throw attempts instead here for the Lions. I mean, Buffalo had it for a good 10, 15 feet down the floor, just couldn't hold on. And that's hard to do when you're going full speed. It's way easier from people up in the stands, as the first free throw is missed by Flores. And it's a lot easier to say, hey, he should have grabbed that. But when you're flying full speed, it's such a hard thing to do. Second shot by Flores is good. 52-39. Smith quickly across the floor, 1:03 left, far corner. McKendrick needs this one. Got it! Paint it gold! McKendrick said, I didn't hear no bell. 55 seconds left. Dooney knocks one out of bounds. He'll stay with the Lions with 53 seconds left in the game.
McKendrick now is 17.
That's now the, I think, fourth consecutive game he scored 17, exactly 17 points. Matches his career high again. Looking to inbound. Lions trying to find someone open. They find Lide as he came loose. Lide will be fouled by Brandon Smith, trying to reach around the back of him to knock a ball loose. So Lide's chance at free throws here with 50 seconds left. That's Smith's fourth personal. Only one person down low to rebound for Lide should he need it, and that's Flores. First free throw is in and out. So still a 10-point game. McAlester needs to score, and they need to score quickly. Second shot, made it. Back to an 11-point game. Smith will inbound to Pouncil. McAlester will push it. Down the floor, stopping left wing, back outside, top of the key. Three by Smith. He's fouled again on a three-point attempt. So 3 free throws coming up here for Brandon Smith. He had a chance at 3 last time, but he missed all 3 of his free throws. He's usually a very good free throw shooter. 68%, near 70% on the year, but he's just 1 of 8 today. Trying to change that around with 3 attempts here. Smith's first free throw is good. He's back on track. And sometimes you just need to see that one shot fall. 10-point deficit. Make it a 9 as he hits the second free throw. And he's done this 1,000 times. He's only a freshman, and he's done this 1,000, maybe 2,000 times. As he makes all 3 of his free throws, and now it's an 8-point game. Durant quickly inbounds it to try to get some space. Brandon cannot afford another foul. Throwing across. Someone's got a foul other than Smith. And stepping nearly out of bounds before the foul was Mason, but he was clipped first by Bickham with 35 seconds left. And now Bickham's got 4, so we got Smith with 4. Let's look at the foul count here real quick, Wyatt. We got Smith with 4, Bickham's got 4, as the first shot is made.
Devontre with 2, and looks like Isaiah Highshaw with 2.
Pouncil's got 3, I think.
Yes, Pouncil with 3, Caden Harris with 3.
He makes them both. Back to a 10-point game. Again, Buff's got to score in a hurry. Left wing, Pouncil thought about 3, guarded up well, got to hurry. Down by 4 possessions. McKendrick tries driving, misses the shot, and that will do it. McKendrick fouls Lide, but that is essentially the game. They had to score on that possession, had to score pretty quickly. That is McKendrick's third personal.
It really needed to be a 3, even if you were going to score on that possession.
I think I agree. And McAlester, I mean, even though they're a gritty team, even though they were down by 20, brought it back to a 10, at one point was down by, 8? They're not built to score that fast and those kind of 3 balls as the first shot is missed by Lide. They're not built to be able to come back down by 10 with 30 seconds left. They just haven't been that good of a 3-point shooting team as a collective unit. Although we've had some good 3-point shots today fall from McKendrick and a couple from Smith. Second free throw is made. Inbound over to Smith. 11-point game. 20 seconds left. McKendrick itching to get the ball. He does get it to the near corner now. Dooney spot up 3 is airballed. Rebounded by the Lions. Mason will grab it. McAlester does not foul, and that will seal it. Final score tonight is going to be 56-45. The Lions win the season series, and they will win their first district game of the season. McAlester falls to 3-12 as the Durant Lion fans are waving the same finger that Caden Harris did earlier, the Matumbo finger. Again, this is a rivalry, and that will lead to a final score of 56-45. The Lions take the win over the McAlester Buffaloes. McAlester drops their 7th in a row, trying to get back on the right track. They'll have a chance to do so tomorrow at Coweta. But we'll take a break and we'll recap everything when we come back. You're listening to McAlester Basketball here.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc. Your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined, Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Welcome back to the MAC. The McAlester Buffaloes fall to the Durant Lions here in the boys' game. Final score 56-45. They take an 11-point win over McAlester. So looking at the District 5A4 standings real quick before we go into our post-game stats, Durant gets their first district win of the season. They are now 1 and I believe that is 6 in district play. McAllister's 1 and 6 as well. McAllister's point total drops down to 65. Durant's increases to negative 59. So it looks like Durant, as of right now, has the tiebreaker over McAlester, although the two teams split, and they have it by a good 6 points right now. So that is how the points total works when you look at the district points. Mm-hmm. If you win by 15 or more, then you get 15 points. If you win it by anywhere between 1 and 15 points, that's how many district points you're awarded. If you lose by that margin, you get district points taken away from you, and obviously you can go into the negative, which a few teams are. But yeah, McAlester now officially, they're at the bottom of the 5A4 standings. It's been a rough stretch of basketball. They had a really good win to open up the 2024 year against Shawnee, winning by double digits, winning 52-42. But since then, a loss to Jinx, in which they played Jinx a lot closer than they did earlier in the year. Lost to Durant. Again, slow start, tried to make the comeback a little bit too late, kind of like tonight. 49-43 was the final score there. Will Rogers, McAlester was in it, lost by 7. Holland Hall is the best team in 5A4. You were kind of behind the 8 ball in that one anyway. But then you also have a 5-point loss to Wagner, lost on a walk-off free throw to Muldrow, and then a really slow start to this game. McAlester was down, I think, at one point 20-3, and they were down by 20 points in this game. But the Buffaloes tried to mount the comeback, pulled it back within 8, but you can't have slow starts. McAllister's had a lot of slow starts to games this year, and it's doomed them early, and they've had to play a lot of catch-up. And even though they matched Durant and even outplayed Durant in a lot of aspects in the second half, it's so hard to overcome a 20-point deficit at any level of basketball. So they're going to have better starts. And let's see how McAlester, they did improve in the second half. They never said die. This team never gives up. They've battled to the final buzzer. There's not been many times they've been blown out this year. I don't count an 11-point loss a blowout. I think that I would say anything at the 15 to 20, probably the 20-point mark and more, those are blowout losses. Even though they're 3-12, this team, a few games swings their way, you're looking at them being 6-8. Just a few losses that when you keep on losing in weird ways, it feels like you can't get one, and that's what's happening right now. So Buffalo's had a rough start to this one. and they don't have a lot of time to be able to sulk about it. They have to bounce back, and they're going to be playing a team in Coweta who I think that if you play your best basketball, you play good basketball, you can beat Coweta tomorrow, but you're going to have to be able to shoot a lot better than you did today. We're going to talk about that in a little while, and I think turnovers were a little bit better than I thought they were, but you're going to have, like I said, it comes down to shooting and keeping your head, and it got to be better at the free throw line.
Yes. It really comes down to free throws.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that here, actually. It was an 11-point loss. Keep an eye, or rather an ear, on the free throw totals here. Let's look at the leading scores for McAlester.
Devontre McKendrick, he had 17 tonight on 38% shooting. He was 50% from the charity stripe, also had 5 boards, 2 steals. Brandon Smith had 17 points on 31% shooting. He also had 2 boards and 1 steal. Devion Bickham had 5 on the night on 67% shooting. He also had 5 boards and 2 steals. Garrett Pickett had 2 points tonight on 25% shooting. He also had 3 boards and 1 steal. Isaiah Highshaw had 2 points tonight. He also had 2 boards and a steal. Davion Pouncil had Davian Pouncil had 2 points on the night, and that is going to round out your scoring.
Looking at some of the team stats in this one, the McAlester Buffaloes shot 34%. At one point, they were at 16%. It was a really rough start to the game shooting from the field. They ended up only making 3 less shots than the Durant Lions. The problem is they took 12 more attempts than the Lions tonight. Excuse me, 8 more attempts. Durant was 9 of 39. McAlester 16 of 47. 19 of 39. I don't know if it said 9 or 39. Whatever. Durant shot 49% from the field. McAlester 34%. McAlester 6 of 20 from the three-point line, made 6 threes tonight. That's second best on the year for 30%. Durant was 6 of 17 for 35%. So Durant was 12 of 18 from the free throw line for 67%. It was an 11-point loss for McAlester. The Buffaloes missed 12 free throws tonight. Now, again, don't expect you to make every free throw, but if you make 5, 6 more, you're looking at it being a 5-point game late and not 11, 12. Mm-hmm. And that's when it comes down to this game, I'm looking at 2 things, and we're going to get to the rest of the stats here in a moment. I said it earlier, and you guys can chime in if you want. Not having a shot really fall at all, Durant shooting the lights out of your gym in the first half, combined with when you have the chance to be able to make your comeback, you're not hitting your free throws. We'll dive in further. I've kind of given my opinion, but I'm going to again, I always like to leave things glass half full, so I'll talk about that in a moment, too. McAlester had 22 rebounds. The Durant Lions had 24, winning it by 2. Buffaloes tonight were able to force 10 turnovers, only had 13 themselves. So McAlester was really good for a second consecutive game with turnovers. So they had 11 in the last one, 13 in this one, and McAlester with 1 block to Durant's 2. So your guys' final thoughts, and I'll wrap everything up here in just a moment. We'll start off with Wyatt.
And, I mean, even though they did have a bad time at the free throw line, you see Brandon Smith, he missed 3 in a row and then came back and made it 3 in a row. So
good point.
Improving right on the fly there.
Yeah, and again, it's not like you're trying to miss all those shots.
No.
Sometimes it's a case of you're trying too hard and you're trying to do too much, and it leads to when you've got that pressure on you that you feel like you have to do it all by yourself. And that's not just Smith. That could be McKendrick. It could be any time that you find an open shot or you find a semi-open shot, you're like, oh, well, I got to make this. And sometimes it can be a sign of just trying too hard sometimes.
Being down by that much early, 20 points, that can put a lot of pressure on a team.
And plus, like I said, young team, too. I mean, they're still – people need to be reminded that these – McAlester started tonight 2 freshmen and a sophomore, a junior and a senior. So 3 of your 5 starters are underclassmen.
Yeah.
2 of them never played varsity ball, obviously, before this year. And they're learning the ropes still. So when you look at that, especially when you consider that with the Durant Lions, their starters, they did not start a single underclassman. So – they are experienced. They've been there. They kind of know the pace of play. McAlster's still learning it. They have a lot of talent, but again, experience makes your talent even better.
You compare this start to Durant. You know, we got off to a very bad start, but look at that Muldrow game. Look at how great we were out of the gate in that game.
Yeah, and then you just slow it down. So it's putting a full 4 quarters together, and I think that also comes with a little bit of experience too. The more that you play, especially the more you play against experienced good basketball teams, and Durant, that one's their 6th of the year. But the more that you play against high-paced, high-pressure defenses, you're going to get better at taking control of the ball and finding open shots and sinking those shots. And you've seen progress throughout the season. It just tonight wasn't their night. It just simply wasn't their night. Nate, your final thoughts?
I mean, you guys summed it up pretty well. Team showed a lot of fight in the second half, and if they play this way tomorrow, they have a good chance, or play the way they did in the second half.
For 4 quarters tomorrow.
For 4 quarters, they do have a good shot of winning tomorrow.
Yeah, they just have to be able to, like I said, it came down to 2 things. Shooting altogether, it was what it came down to.
That free throw shooting was such an atypical night for McAlester. What were they shooting on the year?
On the year, they're 62%, which is around normal for high school basketball.
Right, and they
were 37% tonight.
You're not going to shoot that bad from the free throw line. That just doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, tonight they did. Like I said, atypical night. Like I said, just not your night.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like you said early in the broadcast, it was a perfect storm for Durant.
And another thing on top of all this, like I said, glass half full mentality, they didn't give up.
No.
I love the fight for the McAlester Buffaloes. And, people did start to leave when it started to get kind of bad. It was a 20-point deficit at one point, and some people started to leave. But also credit to a lot of the McAlester fans that stuck around and fought for them all throughout the entire game.
I mean,
they got a good crowd to be able to cheer behind them. And McAlester responded pretty well. They got it back to an 8-point game. It's just, like I said, hard to come back from 20 down. But the bright side to it is, you know that you have the capability that if you can play the kind of ball you did in the third quarter, you can spread it out over 4 quarters, you can beat a lot of good teams.
Mm-hmm.
Any final, or we already did final thoughts. You're about to say something.
Well, I mean, this game, you think about it, it was 20-3 at one point, and you're able to fight all the way back and bring it within an 8-point game. That's a great way, even though you couldn't officially come back. That is great fight and grit by McAlester.
Still have a long way to go. They obviously still have a long way to go, but if they can keep on showing the kind of hustle and the determination and the work that you can tell that they're putting in, the wins will start to come. I have no doubt about it. Can you thank our sponsors one final time, and we'll wrap everything up here?
They are Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Camp Inc., McAlester Direct Primary Care, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram McAlester, The Bank N.A., Fenton Nissan, WE Offer Propane, Vickers Power Sports, and Vickers Furniture. Thank you guys for putting us on the air here tonight.
A big thank you to our board operator, Austin Wheaton, also James Camp a little bit, and to our videographer, Nate Brown, for their work this evening. And thank you, the listener, for spending your Friday night with us. From the McAlester Activity Center, a.k.a. the MAC in McAlester, Oklahoma, Lady Buffaloes won their game in a final score of 55-39. The McAlester Buffaloes fell in their game 56-45. Until tomorrow, when McAlester basketball has a quick turnaround with the pair of games in Coweta, on behalf of Wyatt Hubbard and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, don't just have a great night, have a Buffalo night. Night-night, Harper.